The following contest is the Royal Rumble match. Now, the two superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order they drew. This will continue until all 30 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations occur when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will go on to face the champion of their choice at WrestleMania!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Royal Rumble. And tonight we are kicking us off a part of the Royal Rumble with the Women's Royal Rumble matchup. And we are going to kick us off as Naomi drew number 1. And unlucky for her drawing number 1, but hey, we have never had somebody draw number 1 and get it all the way to the very end. But Naomi could very well be the one that wins tonight live at the Royal Rumble. I want to welcome you guys to the Royal Rumble. We have a historic night ahead of you with great action from top to bottom. Obviously, we have the men's and women's Royal Rumbles matches. We have championships on the line. We have grudges to be settled, and it is a perfect time to be a part of this wonderful pay-per-view, one of the biggest pay-per-views, because it gets us to where we need to go, because we are officially on the road to WrestleMania after tonight. I'm really looking forward to see how Naomi performs, but also, who drew number 2 here tonight? And I'm with these matches, I always like the surprises, because you just never know who's going to be drawn 1 through 30. I mean, for the women's side of things, we don't know much of anything. The men's side of things, we know at least 2 superstars, 29 and 30, but for the women's side of things, we are going to be in for a night of surprises, I predict. Is this crowd here in Indiana going crazy for Naomi? Let's see who draws number 2. And Zelina Vega makes her way down the ring. She is from NXT. She is a part of the LWO. Big time opportunity for an NXT talent to get herself an opportunity. Zelina Vega has honestly been all over the place in her career, starting off as a manager for a while for Andrade, and then obviously going into more of the wrestler's role, continuing to grow. And I think her being in NXT gave her some opportunities just to grow as a talent, and we'll see how she fares tonight. We'll see if the number 2 spot can go on to become the Royal Rumble winner. As we are about to get underway, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Naomi and Zelina Vega starting us off hot. The match has officially started. Let's see who we're going to have here in this matchup here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly going to be a big night, including with the women's championships being on the line. We got Charlotte Flair taking on Nia Jax, who lost her Women's United States Championship to Natalya, after obviously Charlotte being at ringside, kind of getting involved in that matchup. As we already get number 3 coming down into the ring. Let's go ahead and see who that is going to be, as it looks like it's going to be Lola Vice. Lola Vice making her way down to said ring. And big time opportunity for an NXT talent to get herself over here as well. And Lola Vice already looking to have a first elimination of the night. This could be a big moment for Lola Vice. Zelina Vega, be a shame for her to just come in here and get instantly eliminated by a fellow NXT superstar. As now we are already to number 4 in a matter of seconds, as Lola Vice almost eliminated. Let's see who's number 4, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like it's going to be Jada Parker. Jada Parker making her way down to the ring here. Big time opportunities. Lola Vice, let's see what's going to happen here to Naomi. Oh, goodness. Spinning heel kick, and that will not feel too good, I can tell you that for sure. Now Zelina Vega looking to go to work here on Jada Parker, another superstar from NXT. So a crop of NXT talent. I mean, obviously Zelina Vega has been on the main roster before, but currently here in NXT. Let's go ahead and see who the next superstar to join us is, ladies and gentlemen. As that looks like that is Natalya making her way down to the ring, the newest Women's United States Champion with the help of Charlotte Flair. Doing a big forearm strike there, taking down Miss Natalya and Lola Vice there, and continuing just to go back and forth here in a tremendous night ahead, man. I'm absolutely excited. But the matchup continues, man. A new superstar making their way down to the ring. Let's go ahead and see who the next one's going to be. We have no eliminations just yet. Lola Vice and Zelina Vega go at it as Zarya from NXT as well. So we have a bunch of talent from NXT. We got some main roster talent fighting for supremacy in this matchup tonight. You absolutely love to see it as Parker drops a big old leg drop right there on Zarya. And Natalya talking some trash to Naomi, and we're about to figure out who the next superstar is going to be here to join us in the Royal Rumble. Who is it going to be? And it looks like it's Candice LeRae coming from the SmackDown brand, part of DIY. Big haymakers from Candice LeRae, obviously coming through NXT as well, with obviously her husband Johnny Gargano and tag team partner Tommaso Ciampa. No eliminations just yet, though, ladies and gentlemen. These women are putting on a clinic, and still with no elimination, this matchup is going to start to get filled up here. Let's see who is next to join us in this matchup. And it looks like that's the Juggernaut, Jordynne Grace, the powerhouse, making her way down to the ring. And for Jordynne Grace here, can she make a statement? Can she start throwing some superstars over the top rope here? As Zarya in a bad predicament, but Natalya not able to eliminate her just yet. And can you imagine an NXT talent walking out with the victory here tonight? How massive that would be, just in the terms of, you know, depending on what they already got going on. And you know, some of these women already have a match set up for NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, that being Julia and Roxanne, the new women's champion. Zarya and Natalya going at it here briefly. And now, I believe Lola Vice was just eliminated. Yes, she was. First elimination of the night. I believe that was Candice that eliminated her. The camera view was not the best at that time, but certainly as, Naomi might be getting eliminated here. As, no, she stays in. It's Zelina Vega targeting Jordynne Grace instead. And sometimes in these matches, ladies and gentlemen, with eliminations and how anything else happens as the Juggernaut gets eliminated by Naomi. You have Zelina Vega, yep, she's still in here. She's number 2. Naomi was number 1, so they're still in it. Jordynne Grace was looking to have more of a presence in this matchup, but unfortunately for Jordynne Grace, the newest superstar to SmackDown, it is going to be an early night, and she'll be heading back to the women's locker room. Now we got Zarya, we got Naomi, Natalya, Candice LeRae, Jada Parker, and Zelina Vega so far. Let's see who the next woman to make her presence known, as Zarya is eliminated by the Women's United States Champion, Natalya. And now, it's the Bella Army's own Nikki Bella making her presence known. For Nikki Bella, she had a win recently on SmackDown, defeating the Juggernaut, Jordynne Grace, in a barn burner of a matchup. And with Nikki Bella being out here, she was number 9. We are mere seconds away from hearing from number 10. Big question there. We're going to see who's going to be joining us, as Natalya looking to eliminate Candice LeRae. Bad way here for Candice LeRae. And now, hold on a minute, and that's Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez of the Judgment Day, one half of the women's tag team champions. She'll be defending those tag team championships later on tonight as she eats a Frankenstein, pardon me. But still, absolutely big time moment here for Raquel Rodriguez. Imagine she could be going on to main event WrestleMania. Naomi and Nikki Bella going at it. Natalya trying to throw herself in there as well. We're less than 3 seconds away from figuring out who is number 11. Number 11 now, we got Kiana James from NXT. Looking to have a presence known. She's had a handful of matches here in NXT. Let's see if she can make a name for herself here tonight. And that's what's so good about the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen, that you could have these unknown or underrated superstars as Natalya is eliminated. You could have these underrated superstars make a name for themselves, and it launches them into stardom. As a reverse suplex there, and Zelina now with a DDT to Jada Parker as Raquel connects with a drop kick. Matchup continuing here. Massive matchup there, but fortunately for Zelina Vega, number 2 in this matchup, she is eliminated. So we'll see how the rest of this field goes. We have Naomi, the longest woman in this matchup so far. She drew number 1. We'll see if this will continue. As Candice LeRae, almost eliminated. Jada Parker just could not eliminate her. Now look at Naomi. Nice flapjack. Is that a double flapjack? Look, Candice and Naomi working together at that moment in time there. Let's go ahead and see who's next in line here. As Candice is trying to eliminate Raquel Rodriguez. Let's see who is going to be next in line. It's going to be Asuka, the ever dangerous Asuka, who is certainly going to be a WWE Hall of Famer one day. She has accomplished a lot, and right now Asuka is number 12. Number 12 in this matchup as we itch a little bit closer to halfway in this matchup. Naomi going after Jada Parker, looking to eliminate her. It's a big kick to the back of the skull of Kiana James and to the back of the neck one more time, just for good measure. Now Jada Parker with a big kick to the midsection, looking for the big old scoop slam. And we do have an elimination on the far screen there. I couldn't tell who that was, as that's Raquel Rodriguez, as Lyra Valkyria from Monday Night Raw joins us here. Lyra number 13. And now Raquel Rodriguez is going to have to head to the back after that elimination. She'll have to get ready for her Tag Team Championship match later on tonight. Big question part of the Judgment Day. We'll see. A lot of us are going to wonder. We see Raquel. Is Liv Morgan going to be in it? As Jada and Asuka looking to eliminate Lyra Valkyria. Lyra in a bad spot. Can she get out of it? And now Naomi eliminating Kiana James. See you later, Kiana James. Back to NXT for you. And now, going for that rear view. Candice LeRae was able to, just the nick of time to get out of that. Nikki Bella going after Jada. Jada Parker's like, hell no, I'm not dealing with this. As Asuka trying to eliminate Lyra Valkyria in the top left of your screen. As we are about to see who will be joining us at number 14. Number 14 is another superstar from NXT that had a nice outing there at NXT Deadline last night. That would be Lash Legend. See how she fares tonight in this massive matchup. A woman as strong as Lash Legend, you gotta very, very well look out for her and double team or triple team her. Lyra was trying to get some offense in on Lash Legend. Nikki Bella, was she eliminated? Yes, she was. Naomi gets the elimination over Nikki Bella. And now Naomi is going to get herself... No, she wasn't eliminated. She got lucky. As now we get Zoe Stark from Monday Night Raw making her way down to the ring. And she, I believe, is number 15. Yes, she is number 15. A part of this match. And that marks us officially halfway through this matchup. Big time moment for Zoe Stark. She had that strong outing at Survivor Series, helping Team Charlotte there win the Survivor Series and whatnot. So certainly she got an opportunity to, obviously, in the terms of challenging Nia Jax for the United States Championship at those times. And it came down to, obviously, with Natalya doing that. As Naomi's doing quite well for herself. She was at number 1. She is still had not been eliminated. Not going to try to jinx her whatsoever here. So we start looking to take out Naomi here. As let's go ahead and see who's next. It is Chelsea Green from Monday Night Raw. Candice LeRae eliminated as Chelsea Green gets in here. She connects with that running knee strike. And now Chelsea Green, high-risk maneuver here to Lyra Valkyria. Lyra realizes she's in a bad predicament and realized she had to get her going. And now Jada Parker, look at that strength. Jada Parker single-handedly eliminating Lash Legend. NXT on NXT crime there. And Lash Legend not too happy about it. And I don't blame her. She was expecting to have a big night tonight. And coming out and losing like that, I mean, that's unfortunate. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Lyra Valkyria, Asuka, Lash Legend, Chelsea Green, and Naomi. Or I should say Jada Parker. I don't know if I just said Lash Legend, but certainly with a big elimination for Jada just moments ago over Lash Legend. As split moonsault there right on Lyra Valkyria. As look at this Luthez press here on Chelsea Green, trying to take it to Zoe Stark here. Right, and forth we go as we are going to be figuring out who is next in line at number 17. Who will it be? Heads colliding there. Naomi trying to take out Asuka. And now Sol Ruka, another lady from NXT who has a lot of potential, will look to soul snatch her opponents here tonight. And someone just got busted open. I think that was Lyra Valkyria. Asuka was able to block her off here. Oh my goodness, you can see that cut. That is brutal. As Chelsea Green stays in the matchup. Quickly talking about Sol Ruka forming a tag team recently with Zarya. We'll be seeing that in the coming weeks on NXT as they look to get into the tag team division. As next in line is that Victoria. Victoria next in line, number 18. A WWE Hall of Famer is Asuka, eliminated by Jada Parker. And welcome to WWE's Universe Mode. Here, Victoria. Welcome her. This is the very first time we've seen Victoria here in the Royal, or not the Royal, actually the Royal Rumble, but also just in Universe Mode in general. Big question is this a one-off opportunity, or does Victoria, does she have some one last run in her, or maybe a couple runs? You never know. We'll see. But we like to welcome Victoria here to the Royal Rumble. Maybe she can walk out the Royal Rumble winner as Naomi eliminates Jada Parker. Huge elimination. But Jada Parker had some big eliminations in her own right. As now Zoe Stark looking to eliminate Victoria. And Victoria's like, hell no. And now we got Julia. Julia making her way down the ring, number 19 in this matchup. She sure as hell had a strong weekend, and certainly she is going to NXT Stand and Delivered a challenge for the NXT Women's Championship against Roxanne Perez. And we had our first ever sudden death overtime in that matchup. We had 4 women that were able to go battle it out in a fatal 4-way elimination matchup, as we'll see who is number 20 in this matchup as Lyra Valkyria. Angel Wings takes her down, and now Stephanie Valkyria, the tag team partner of Julia. And if you guys remember on NXT Deadline last night, it took less than a minute for Stephanie Valkyria to get busted open, and it was by her tag team partner nonetheless. As we wait for number 21 to make her way down to the ring. And still, you see number 1, Naomi, is still in this. She could do the impossible. She's done everything in her power to stay in this matchup as Valkyria trying to eliminate Victoria, and so is Lyra Valkyria. We're going to see an elimination as, there's Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton, she's wearing her high heels and a dress. I don't know if that's the best thing to be wearing, but hey, she lost her championship. She lost a massive matchup with Julia on NXT this previous week here. So I mean, certainly Tiffany Stratton, maybe she didn't realize, maybe she was the last second replacement. I don't know, but certainly having her wrestle in this attire would be very interesting to see if she can make it all the way. Tiffany Stratton looking to throw over the top rope. Back and forth we go. Sol Ruca, ooh, very close to being eliminated. Julia was trying to eliminate Naomi. Naomi wanted none of that. As now we got in the top left of the ring here, Tiffany Stratton trying to eliminate Valkyria, and that is not going to happen, at least not yet. As Victoria is not the person to mess with. The big takedown there. And now Naomi face to face with Zoe Stark just before eliminating her. Down goes Zoe Stark, and again, just Naomi just able to survive non-stop out here. This is absolutely massive for Naomi to have a strong showing like this. Look at this. Look at that. Victoria with this two-handed choke slam there. Able to take down, and now Victoria busted open by Julia. Tiffany still fighting off with Sol Ruca, looking to eliminate Ruca, and Ruca is not going to allow that. And now Naomi busted wide open here. Oh goodness, nice super kick there from Sol Ruca. And how we're looking, man, there's a possibility that NXT may walk out with a win tonight. This has been a heck of a night so far, and this is just the first match of this whole entire pay-per-view. It's a back body drop there to Lyra Valkyria. Sol Ruca with a nice moonsault there. And now Tiffany Stratton could be getting eliminated, but luckily Sol Ruca saves her from possible elimination. Big chop there, big slap there, as now we wait for number 22, ladies and gentlemen, as Victoria has Tiffany Stratton. Up and down she goes. And now it looks like it's Kalani Jordan. It came down to Kalani Jordan and Julia in the last moments of the NXT deadline main event, where we saw Julia walk out victorious. Kalani Jordan had a strong showing, and she drew a good number in this matchup, so this is perfect for her. Now Lyra has Tiffany Stratton right where she wants her, but Lyra is not able to eliminate her just yet. Big maneuver there from Sol Ruca, taking down Victoria there. And oh goodness, Soul Snatch, the Soul Snatcher from Sol Ruca to Stephanie Valkyria. Julia might be eliminated by Tiffany Stratton, and she is. Tiffany Stratton getting some revenge from that oh, now she just eliminated the tag team champions, Julia and Stephanie Valkyria, ladies and gentlemen. Holy mackerel, that is 2 eliminations, massive eliminations from Tiffany Stratton. And especially with how Julia and Stephanie has been lately, I wouldn't have guessed it, but 2 eliminations from Tiffany, and it happens to be the NXT Tag Team Champions. I'm surprised Naomi, I mean, no offense to Naomi, but to be this long in this matchup from top to bottom, it is very rare to ever see that. Naomi looking to try to eliminate Kalani Jordan here. As we got Kalani, Naomi, Lyra, Victoria, Sol Ruca, and Tiffany Stratton all battling to the very end here. And we'll be waiting to see who number 23 will be here in a matter of moments, as Victoria. Oh my goodness, what a maneuver there from Victoria. And oh, the back rake there to the back of Lyra Valkyria. That is not going to feel good, as now Victoria looking to eliminate Naomi here. Uh-oh. Victoria eliminates Naomi. Naomi made it all the way to number 23, where now she's replaced by Bayley, as Kalani Jordan is eliminated. And right now we got 5 women. We got Sol Ruca, Victoria, Tiffany, Bayley, and Lyra Valkyria. And that puts us with at least a handful of superstars still left in this matchup. Bayley was number 23. As Tiffany Stratton looking to connect with that corkscrew right to the ribs of Bayley. Big time match for Tiffany Stratton as she eliminates Lyra Valkyria. And now here comes Liv Morgan of the Judgment Day, coming out here at number 24. So maybe Liv Morgan can make it here. As Stratton and Ruca continuing to battle out. We got Victoria, WWE Hall of Famer Victoria. Would be a big time opportunity here, as Bayley could be getting eliminated by Sol Ruca. But nope, not yet at least. The matchup will continue. Bayley looking to end the Snow Snatcher as she puts down Miss Sol Ruca. She can still go back suplex on Victoria. And now, Jade Cargill. It is bound to get more physical. As you can tell, Jade Cargill in the ring. She's already won a Women's World Championship. She's won the Women's Championship. I mean, she's looking to win the Undisputed Tag Team Championships tonight against Liv Morgan. So now we're getting a little taste of what we're going to get later on tonight. And now Jade Cargill looking to easily eliminate Liv Morgan here. Big time opportunity. Can Jade do it? Can Liv Morgan stay in the matchup as we have our next women's superstar? It's Rhea Ripley, the Women's Intercontinental Champion on SmackDown. And Liv Morgan, connecting on Rhea Ripley as Soruka, eliminated. And now oblivion to Tiffany Stratton. And Liv Morgan, we know the history briefly between Liv and Rhea. Rhea obviously getting her man taken by Liv Morgan. And certainly, I think we just got a little bit of a taste of that. I don't think we've gotten a full program between Rhea and Liv as we wait to see who's next in line. It is the challenger for the Women's Intercontinental Championship is Becky Lynch. Jade Cargill eliminated, a double elimination by Liv and Tiffany. But yes, you see Becky Lynch will be battling Rhea Ripley later on tonight for the Intercontinental Championship. And they just drew back-to-back there. So with Becky Lynch, we have 3 more spots left. We got 28, 29, and 30. Number 28 going to be coming out in just a mere moments. Number 28, who will it be? It is Roxanne, ladies and gentlemen. Number 28, Roxanne Perez, the newest women's champion on NXT. And you see Tiffany Stratton's in this matchup as well. I'm sure Tiffany's going to love to get her hands on her. It feels like this is an all-star group we have inside this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. As number 29 will be making her way down the ring here as well. Who's number 29? 3, 2, 1. Who is it? It's Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair. And she'll get her sights on, obviously, Liv Morgan, obviously, because a part of that tag team match later on tonight is Becky with a big snap suplex, or back suplex there to Roxanne. And now the question is, who haven't we seen yet in this match to come out at number 30? And we know the history between Bayley and Bianca. Bianca trying to eliminate Bayley. I know they're on good terms, quote unquote, I believe. So we'll see if that will draw into anything as Victoria, looking to hurt Roxanne. Oh, goodness. Widow's Peak there. And now Becky Lynch with a big time scoop slam. And Lynch going for the leg drop, didn't work out in her favor. And Victoria had a strong showing tonight, but ultimately gets thrown over the top rope. And I'm surprised Tiffany Stratton, with her attire and everything, she is still able to come out here and battle it out. Bianca and Tiffany trying to hit airstrikes on each other there. Took out Becky Lynch and ruined whatever Roxanne was trying to do with Tiffany Stratton here. Roxanne again. Not only did she beat her for the Women's Championship last night, she eliminates her at the Royal Rumble. And Tiffany frustrated as all hell, and I mean, it's not surprising, to be honest with you, but maybe if Tiffany Stratton wore the attire or at least something close to what she wore last night, maybe she walks out the winner. Nice flatliner, or that's almost an oblivion, pardon me, there from Liv Morgan. But let's see, ladies and gentlemen, who is going to be number 30 as Bianca Belair is eliminated. Who is number 1? Ladies and gentlemen, you see it correctly. That is the WWE's AJ Lee. You are seeing that correctly. AJ Lee is back inside of a WWE ring, the very first time ever in here in universe mode. AJ Lee is here. She is one that you could say that put the women's wrestling on the map when it was in that Divas era. And certainly These are the last women. We are down to the 6. AJ Lee, Rhea, Becky, Bayley, Roxanne, and Liv Morgan. Only one can go on to main event WrestleMania. This Indianapolis crowd is in shock. AJ Lee is back in WWE. And drop kick there from Becky Lynch. Becky's not going to allow AJ Lee to make a name for herself and try to eliminate her. As Roxanne and Becky Lynch now going at it. Rhea and Bayley top left-hand corner of your screen. A little bit of action going on everywhere here. And could you imagine Rhea Ripley? She's the current Intercontinental Champion. If she retains tonight and goes on to win this one, she'd be going on to main event WrestleMania. The question is, would she be holding it the whole time? Is Bayley to Bayley, pardon me. Is Liv going at it with AJ Lee in the bottom left hand of your screen. Back and forth we go. Hold on a minute. Liv Morgan trying to eliminate AJ Lee. Trying to ruin the return of AJ Lee, but AJ Lee able to get back in just time. Rhea going at it with Bayley still. Wait a minute. AJ Lee has Liv Morgan on the ropes and eliminates Liv Morgan. We are down to 5. How much more can these women withstand? If you're Liv Morgan, you got to be frustrated. You thought this was going to be your night. But AJ Lee ruins that. And now Bayley and Becky going at it here. 2 of the 4 horsewomen. But luckily, Roxanne's the one that got involved. Is Becky trying to eliminate AJ Lee. No. Becky, no. Oh no, she eliminated. Becky Lynch has eliminated AJ Lee. And now we are down to 4. Roxanne, Bayley, Becky, and Rhea. And oh goodness, Roxanne eats the mat. You have Roxanne from NXT, Bayley from Monday Night Raw, and now we are down to 3. Becky, Bayley, and Rhea. Bayley from Raw, Rhea, and Becky from SmackDown. Who is it going to be? It won't be anyone from NXT. It was close. Roxanne got to the final 4. Rhea Ripley hitting with those strikes, but now Becky Lynch looking to go to work to eliminate Rhea Ripley here. Rhea Ripley about to be eliminated. Rhea Ripley about to be eliminated by the challenger who challenges for Intercontinental Championship later on in the night. But no. Rhea Ripley stays in the matchup for the time being. And now Rhea, done playing around, going to connect with a riptide right there to Becky Lynch. And probably if this was an actual one-on-one matchup, more than likely she would pin her in that situation. As, oh goodness, giving away 2-for-1 specials here tonight. And now here it comes. Rhea Ripley trying to eliminate Bayley here. But no, taking too much time here. And questioning this matchup is, who does Bayley want to eliminate? Who is the lesser of the threats here? I think Bayley just taking way too much time. She had Becky Lynch on the ropes. She just did not capitalize. In these matches, you got to capitalize at the right time and the right moment. And now Rhea Ripley has her up. Sit out powerbomb, inflicting more damage. But now this is where you got to start eliminating the other women here. You want to go on to main event WrestleMania. Bayley fighting for her life here on the ropes, and the women don't really realize it because they're going at it still. That would have been an elimination, possibly. Becky realizes she's in trouble. She's like, heck no, I'm getting the heck out of here, and connects with a drop kick. And certainly if Becky or Rhea win this, certainly they're not going to let their opponent hear the end of it after what possibly could happen. Obviously, Intercontinental Championship match later on tonight, Becky and Rhea. Wait a minute, Rhea might be getting eliminated here by Bayley. Bayley now trying to eliminate the Eradicator. And now Becky, of course Becky's going to get involved. She doesn't want Rhea Ripley to get it. No! Rhea Ripley is no longer. And now it is down to the 2 horsewomen, Becky Lynch and Bayley. Becky Lynch now looking for the big pump, or I call it the Beck's bottom there, the variation of the rock bottom from The Rock, as Becky Lynch with a leg drop from the top. Is this going to be Becky Lynch's moment to go on and main event WrestleMania? And it is! Becky Lynch has done it! Becky Lynch is going to do it! She gets to main event one of the nights of WrestleMania! Big time moment for big time Becks, dealing with Rhea Ripley and Bayley at the very end of this Royal Rumble. You hear that? You hear that confusion in your voices because you don't know whether to cheer me or fear me. I told every single one of you exactly what would happen. I told the locker room, I told the so-called next generation, and I told every woman who's been hiding behind shiny entrances and flashy moves that when the man decides to come back for what's hers, the whole division falls back in line. I know what I'm worth. And after having to deal with that loss at Survivor Series, something absolute snapped in me. I'm no longer helping people. I'm no longer being someone's number two. I am always the number one. And Rhea Ripley felt that tonight in the end of that matchup. And tonight, I'm taking that Intercontinental Championship as well. And not only will I be the Royal Rumble winner, I will be known as the Women's Intercontinental Champion. But in this Royal Rumble matchup, I was number 27, not number 1, not number 10, not number 20. I walked in fresh, focused, and I picked the bones of every woman you thought was the future of this matchup. I didn't outlast them by luck. I outsmarted them. I didn't survive. I dominated them. And now I'm going to main event WrestleMania. So I don't care if it's Charlotte Flair or Nia Jax from Monday Night Raw. I don't care if it's the SmackDown Women's Champion or her challenger, Nikki Cross being the Women's Champion, or Io Sky. I will beat any four of them any day of the week. You know what's funny? Somewhere in that locker room, champions are standing in front of those mirrors right now, shaking, because they know what I'm about to do. I'm not coming for a dream match. I'm not coming for a moment. I'm coming for control of all of WWE. I want the power, and I want everything that comes with it. For years, you people sang with my music, called me a hero, called me a role model, and what did it get me? Injuries, everything in between, but I have not been forgotten a second. But I am done being forgotten the second I wasn't convenient enough for you. So I changed. I stopped fighting for you, and I started fighting for me. At WrestleMania, I don't care who's holding that championship. I don't care how dominant you think you are. I don't care how unstoppable your little reigns feel, because every reign ends the same way, with a man standing over the wreckage. I didn't win this Rumble to prove I still belong. I wanted to remind the entire women's division of the one simple truth. You don't run this division. I allow you to breathe in it. Now pardon me while I go celebrate and get ready for my Women's Intercontinental Championship match.
The following is a last man standing match and is for the WWE People's Championship.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we start the actual Royal Rumble pay-per-view. We just had the Women's Royal Rumble. Congratulations to Becky Lynch. We'll have the Men's Royal Rumble at the main event, but we are going to start the singles action part of the show. It is a last man standing matchup with a late development. The Rock is putting his People's Championship on the line. The championship that he got from the wife of the late great Muhammad Ali, that championship that was given to him, he's putting it on the line in this matchup, in this blood feud of Roman Reigns versus The Rock. Roman Reigns has beaten everyone, a part of the family I mean, obviously, it's a big family of Samoans, but here on TV, he has beaten every single one of them. The one that he is not beaten is the Great One, The Rock. And tonight, he's going to have to do it in a last man standing match. Where essentially, you got to incapacitate your opponent long enough for a 10 count. So this matchup is going to get brutal, very physical. I wouldn't be surprised if weapons get involved. It is going to go very, very hard in this matchup. We'll see what kind of shape Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is going to be in this matchup. And also, question is for both of these men, after what they do to each other, are they going to be in the Royal Rumble match? Will Roman Reigns be in that match? Did he draw a spot, in the Royal Rumble match? I mean, certainly the crowd would love for him to go on to get himself a championship opportunity, but certainly with Roman dealing with family issues, certainly he can't really focus on that. And you've already seen it where he's had the championship. You know, there's already been there was issues with that inside the family. You know, Rock would turn his back, and we go down this whole road. And you know, does it end tonight between The Rock and Roman Reigns in the middle of this ring in this last man standing match? It's time to acknowledge your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And now you wait for the most electrifying man in all of sports entertainment, The Rock. And The Rock briefly held the World Heavyweight Championship before he got involved in a Bloodline Rules matchup where he would lose the championship to Seth Rollins in the next matchup. The Rock didn't have to get involved in that Bloodline Rules matchup, but he did, and it ultimately cost him that World Heavyweight Championship against Seth frickin' Rollins at that time. So we wait for the Great One, the man that is putting the People's Championship on the line tonight. The final boss is activated. It is engaged. And he's looking for a fight. So the fire is all ready for the People's Champ. And there he is. People's Champion is here, ladies and gentlemen. He is here for a fight against his own family. The Rock gets that opportunity live tonight. He puts that championship on the line, and just for him to possibly lose it, obviously it means so much to The Rock to be gifted that championship. But certainly for him to put it on all on the line, you know he's got to be mentally and physically ready. You don't see the eyes of The Rock just yet, so you can't see exactly, because the eyes tell a story, ladies and gentlemen. So The Rock makes his way down to the ring, walking through the Brahma Bull fire. The Rock has done a lot of storytelling, you could say, this past year. Having superstars turn their back on friends, cutting in line to get their opportunities, from the likes of John Cena to Kevin Owens betraying his best friend Sami Zayn to many more. You see CM Punk doing that to really get his spot in line for the championships. There's been superstar after superstar that has done that. There's been a handful of guys to do that. And while that's all happening, The Rock has been dealing with the situation with himself and Roman Reigns. The Rock wanted the family to be run a different way. The Rock didn't see Roman Reigns leading the family, leading the charge like he should be. Roman Reigns has a set way, and The Rock has a set way of running things. And it came to a head. Roman Reigns was the World Heavyweight Champion, and The Rock believed it was that time to strike, and he took it to Roman Reigns, betraying Roman Reigns. Ultimately losing that World Heavyweight Championship was Roman Reigns, but eventually when Rock became World Champion, The Rock would go on to lose it. And everything has been dragged out for the last couple months, and now it all comes to a head tonight in this Royal Rumble matchup. Certainly, you got to believe this is the last time these two go at it. But you never know in this world of professional wrestling. As there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the People's Championship.
Introducing the challenger. From Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns. And his opponent, from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the WWE People's Champion, The Rock.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The introductions are done. The match is all set. A last man standing match is applied. And the last time we saw these two, Rock and Roman Reigns, fought in the parking lot where The Rock would ultimately beat down Roman Reigns enough. And that was the last time we saw him, both of these men. But now, both men are ready. Both men are ready to put on a fight. As we got a collar elbow tie-up to start this very matchup. And Roman outpowering the Great One. Look at those massive punches, but now look at Rock. Rock was doing the same thing to him briefly before Roman Reigns was able to reverse. Oh, nice neck breaker there. This matchup is bound to get very physical early. They're feeling out processes. No more. These guys know each other like the back of their hand. And now Roman. He's going to go high risk. This is about more than halfway across the ring. Roman Reigns, big elbow strike. If The Rock did move, I think he would have been able to hit it, but I don't think Roman needs to go high risk in this matchup. As now, both men outside the ring here. Now referee going to join us here at ringside just to keep a safe distance, but obviously to still watch this matchup as it goes. Now Rock going to go high risk here. I don't think it's worth it. Oh, and a flying crossbody, flying a little bit over Roman Reigns there, is right into the barricade we go. And now, big time gut wrench suplex to the outside. You think that padding is going to help it out, but that padding is very thin. Now, Rock tossed back inside the ring we go. Referee going to join us as well, and now we're back to square one between Roman Reigns and The Rock. And now Roman with almost like a submission hold there of sorts, but obviously even if The Rock were to tap out, it wouldn't mean anything. You would just have to incapacitate his opponent for 10 seconds. Oh, the big dog, he's fired up here. Is he looking for a Superman punch here early? Nope, off the ropes. Or at least going under the ropes. Going to grab a weapon. Got himself a good old hand. Good old steel chair, but he should have made sure The Rock was at least knocked out cold briefly. But now The Rock, there's a steel chair in the ring. He don't care. He's going to use those big old haymakers to bring it to Roman Reigns. And this is where The Rock can get very dangerous, and Roman knows that. Look at these massive punches right to the nose. Rock feeling very confident as we'll see how long Roman Reigns stays down here. Just a 4 count. Obviously going to have to do a lot more to put away Roman Reigns. It's a jumping clothesline there. As the referee starts her count here again. Rock feeling pretty good about himself as Roman Reigns stirs up to his feet here, not realizing his cousin Roman Reigns right back up to his feet and going to connect with a flapjack takedown of The Rock. And now it's time to acknowledge your tribal chief here. And The Rock going to take his time. He's going to grab a weapon now. And now we're going to have ourselves a kendo stick involved. Roman not going to allow that to briefly happen. It's a big time Superman punch. And now Roman on the assault, realizing how big of an opportunity this is. He just knocked him out with a Superman punch. He's going to inflict some more damage here. And now going to go high risk from the second rope. Misses the elbow a little bit too far left. Not sure what he was thinking there. And now, ooh, nice power slam from The Rock. Still to come, though, up next, ladies and gentlemen, is your no-holds-barred matchup of the evening. It is the Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin, takes on the Monster Abyss in a no-holds-barred matchup. It is bound to get crazy, bound to get physical. This is the very first match we are going to be seeing from the Monster Abyss here in Universe Mode. Stone Cold has done everything to try and draw out the Monster Abyss, but he has not come out, and he will only be coming out here tonight. We will see how he is in this no-holds-barred match. As Reigns going for the spear, Rock jumping over that. The agility of this man. I can tell he is ready, especially he's putting on that People's Championship for a reason, as he turns him inside out with that clothesline. And now The Rock, second rope, gonna go high risk here maybe. Nope, he's taking his time and he eats a forearm for it. That's what happens when you play around with your cousin, your family here. As we are at a 2 count here, Roman Reigns gonna take his time, but only a 3 count. Back to the ring is Roman Reigns. Oh, I thought Roman was thinking about jumping it. Luckily for him, he did not, because that could have ended very badly as Roman tossed over towards the referee there. Rock has been seeming very confident in the middle of that ring, or this whole time, honestly. It's a belly to belly there. And again, Rock he feels like he's on cloud 9 right now. He's talking that trash, and as he should be. He has the momentum. There's another just 4 count there from our ref. She's inadvertently getting thrown right at. And so is The Rock, right into the barricade. This matchup it's going to be long. It's going to be grueling. You know, I don't see these guys staying down for too long. As now The Rock back up to his feet. Uh-oh. Candlestick might be getting involved here. Nope, he decides not to. He's going to use his own fists and kicks as weapons. But The Rock now going to look to use it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, looking for that sharpshooter. Sharpshooter is a locked in middle of that ring. Nowhere to go. Roman could tap out, but obviously it wouldn't mean anything. The damage would be done, and it would help, obviously, setting up some other things. As a Superman punch there from Roman. Could that be the knockout blow? Roman's fired up. He believes it is. Referee is at a 3, now 4. Was that the knockout blow? No, it was not. Roman realizing that now, it has to go back to work. Spear! The first time didn't work. The second time it does. And that might be it. Will that be the glaring blow that puts down The Rock tonight? Referee's at a 7, 8, 9. No, The Rock. The Rock stirring at the last second. How much more do you got to do to The Rock? That was very close. And now look at these clothesline strikes right to the chest area. Takes down his cousin Roman Reigns, or his cousin The Rock. course, he stands over her, making sure everyone acknowledges the tribal chief. Roman is ready to be done with The Rock. And do you blame him? Oh, The Rock stirring again at the last second. Roman not too happy about that. Oh, goodness, what a headbutt. Massive headbutt to the cranium of The Rock. And now both men gonna go to war a couple more times here. Look at these punches from both men. Slaps, punches. Oh, goodness. And now The Rock, he's fired up. He's cut. He's cut. He's been dealing with movies, and now that cut might affect his movie status as he connects with a standing drop kick. Look at The Rock. He is enjoying what he's doing now. Roman Reigns is down and out. At a 5, Roman Reigns back up to his feet here. And now both men go back at it. Oh, right to that open cut. And now Roman going right to the other side of his face. Let's see what Roman wants to do. He's going to have the crowd acknowledge him. Is he going to grab a weapon? No, he's going to come out here and celebrate with the crowd because he believes this is it. Referee now at a 6. Referee now is at a 6. Was that enough to put him away? 9. Oh, no, at the last second. And Roman believes he just won it. But no, The Rock right back up to his feet and going to look to make Roman Reigns pay with a rock bottom. Rock bottom to Roman Reigns. And The Rock believes he has put away his cousin, Roman Reigns. Is that officially it? No, back up at a 5. Roman Reigns continuing to fight, scratch and claw as a DDT there to Roman. Now back to the accounting. Will Roman Reigns be able to stand up this time after eating that DDT? We're at a 7. Oh, little by little, Roman Reigns survives it. Oh, big running boot from Roman. And now Roman now going to continue to be on the assault here. Both men are, it's more of a feeling out process. You hit one big maneuver, you think it's enough, and then the referee starts counting. Is that enough to keep The Rock down? 8, 9. Oh, again, back and forth we go. Oh, reversal from The Rock off the ropes. A big time elbow takes it to the cousin Roman Reigns. And of course, The Rock, he's feeling like he's on cloud 9, as he should. As this matchup, it's one big move after one big move. We've seen The Rock bottom. We've seen Superman punches. We've seen spears. We've seen stiff clotheslines like that. And for Rock, he believes that's enough every single time. I mean, you're not gonna hurt Roman enough to keep him down. You gotta hit a rock bottom, a people's elbow, something like that to keep him down. And spine buster, spine on the pine. And now The Rock gonna rub it in a little bit. Is this going to be it? We're at a 5 now. 6. Now to an 8. Rock rubbing in the fans' face. They don't realize Roman Reigns still back up to his feet. Rock did not realize his cousin Roman was back up, and he connected with a spear, and that should be it. This should be Roman Reigns' moment. 6, 7, 8, 9. No! The Rock gets back up. How? How is this man even moving? It's very surprising. I don't know. I really don't know. I would love to know. Both of these men, you do not want to lose this matchup, especially The Rock. He doesn't want to lose his championship, that People's Championship that he was gifted. Oh, the very last second again, The Rock is just, every single time, it's been the last second every time. And Roman Reigns, he's doing the same thing The Rock did. One big maneuver and then letting the referee do her job. And as this matchup continues, ladies and gentlemen, like we have mentioned, the No Holds Barred matchup is coming up next between the Monster Abyss and Stone Cold Steve Austin. But then also, it starts leading into the championship matches. We're going to see Seth Rollins defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre, as The Rock was looking for a big-time rock bottom, but Roman Reigns moved out the way, and now Roman going to go, well, looked like he was going to go high risk there, but luckily for him, he thought against it. But once we get past the Abyss and Stone Cold matchup, we're going to start seeing a bunch of championship matches. Obviously, the main event is the Royal Rumble tonight. Now The Rock, what is he thinking about doing? Running power slam from the Brahma Bull himself. That's the only problem with these superstars in these type of matches, ladies and gentlemen. These matches get drawn out because, you know, they do one powerful maneuver and then, you know, they go back to rubbing in the face of the crowd or whatever they might be doing. And now, wait a minute, but Roman Reigns trying to make The Rock essentially pass out. That would essentially help out Roman Reigns in this matchup as The Rock with a rock bottom takes out Roman Reigns. And was that the final blow for the Tribal Chief? Does The Rock continue to have the upper hand on Roman Reigns? 7, 8, no, The Rock does not realize it again, and another spear from Roman Reigns. And now it is Roman Reigns' turn to maybe celebrate. The Rock getting decimated, another spear. We've seen rock bottoms galore in this match. Is this it? 7, 8, 9, 10. Roman Reigns gets the job done tonight here, live at the Royal Rumble, and he now is the new People's Champion. I don't know if Roman Reigns will carry that championship per se, or if he'll just keep it in his box of championships that he's won over the years. But that matchup was brutal, a lot of back and forth, and then a lot of it was just hitting one maneuver and letting the referee do her job. One of many spears in the matchup. We've seen rock bottoms in this matchup. We've seen a little bit of everything. The spine buster, the signature spine buster, which could have very well led to a people's elbow, but decided not to do that, and he would get hit again with another spear. The Rock again gets hit with that spear, and that was the decisive moment where Roman Reigns walks out victorious and with the People's Championship. Roman Reigns gets the job done. Question is, as well as, is Roman done dealing with this bloodline shenanigans that have been going on for a very long time, as Roman walks out with the People's title? And now, ladies and gentlemen, we go from one massive matchup to another one, as here comes the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's going to be in a no-holds-barred matchup, against a man that is making his Universe Mode debut, as he will be taking on the Monster Abyss. And we'll see how the Monster Abyss fares in this first time ever matchup for himself, not only against Stone Cold, but first time being in an actual WWE matchup. Of course, with this matchup being a no-holds-barred matchup, that might very well just favor him against Stone Cold Steve Austin. If it was a normal matchup, maybe not. I don't know. We haven't seen Abyss in action in a WWE ring. We've seen videos online from TNA, from how dominant he was back then. Abyss, though, coming to WWE, if he brings any of that, man, this roster may be in for a world of hurt. And now here comes the Monster Abyss. And there he is. Oh, he's got chain in hand, too. This ain't good. The man escaped the penitentiary and never looked back. My question is, for a man that escaped the penitentiary, why didn't they ever come looking for him or get him back? But I guess certainly they believe he'll maybe come back one day. I don't know, but still, this man's just like his nickname, a monster, a lunatic, a crazy person. And right now, like I mentioned before, I don't know what to expect. But like I said, if you get what you have seen in the days of TNA, this man is going to disrupt Monday Night Raw and destroy it and bring it all down. Referee rings the bell, and look at Abyss coming right out the gate, but Stone Cold stops him right in his boots, but right there, Abyss, right there with a back body drop. And with it being a no-holds-barred matchup, these guys don't have to use weapons. Abyss might not even need weapons. He might just use those big clubbing hands and feet of his. We can say the same thing about Stone Cold. He doesn't really need weapons as well, but, you know, with our Raw General Manager, William Regal, adding a stipulation of it being a no-holds-barred matchup, he's letting these guys have free reign at each other. He knows Stone Cold wanted to get his hands on Abyss. He finally gets it tonight. Now let's see what the first weapon we get to see is a steel chair. Keeping it simple tonight is Stone Cold. One chair shot, very simple. Was that enough of a blow to keep him down? Oh, very close to a 2 count, but just a 1. Gonna have to bring more of a fight against the monster Abyss as Abyss rolls outside the ring. Nice reversal from Abyss though. Misses that strike and Stone Cold makes him pay for it. So one of those matches, man, you can't allow Stone Cold to get going here. Uh-oh, Abyss. Oh, he's going high risk. What is he? Uh-oh, wait a minute. Abyss. Oh, going for the elbow, but Stone Cold easily moving out of the way. It seems like Stone Cold, he knows what he's doing in this matchup so far against Abyss. And certainly it's looking a lot better than Abyss. At least momentarily, is a big-time back body drop. Another pinfall opportunity, hook of the leg, but a strong 1 count. And now this is where Stone Cold gets more aggressive here. And with those chair shots, he's trying to keep the monster Abyss down. He doesn't want to awaken this monster. It's, oh, goodness. You could see how his back just took that back shot of that forearm. And, man, man, this could be an early night for Stone Cold taking too many blows like that. And now Abyss trying to go for a belly-to-belly, I believe, or a bear hug. Didn't work out in his favor, as now Stone Cold with an Irish whip off the ropes, into a stunner maybe, but no, Abyss gets hit now with these gut punches. Now Stone Cold looking to catch him with a front face buster. Down goes Abyss. For the most part, this has been all Stone Cold Steve Austin, besides a couple times. But, you know, you never know when the Abyss side of this monster is going to come out. Now, going to grab that steel chair. Looking to, oh, goodness, beat some sense into the monster Abyss right there with that steel chair shot. And now off the rope, Stone Cold trying to do something, but thought against it. But he took too much time, and now Abyss is going to make him pay. Abyss now. Has Stone Cold up. No. Oh, goodness. What a backbreaker to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Is that enough? No, it is not. Man, he folded Stone Cold's back in half. That was absolutely brutal. And now look at that maneuver. What a maneuver there. Is that it? No. I'm not sure what Abyss calls that. We obviously don't know too much of everything that Abyss brings to the table. As now Abyss, is that a shovel? Yes, it is a shovel. And now Stone Cold is busted wide open on the right side of his face. That ain't gonna be feeling good. And now Abyss, high risk, the big man from the high estates with a frog splash. Stone Cold running into an absolute monster. It's into the ring we go. And now Abyss looking to destroy Stone Cold. It only took a couple of shots of that shovel, but it's gone in the favor of Abyss here. Oh, big reversal from Stone Cold, though. Tasting his own blood. Maybe this is what's going to fire him up. No! Ooh. Right on that steel chair that has been busted all over Abyss's face there with those steel chair shots early on. Sorry, Stone Cold's moving after a couple of those shovel shots. Now a big reversal into a big boot from the big man. And now Abyss, again, looking to end this matchup possibly. Nope, Stone Cold. Big reversal, and now I believe Abyss was just cut open and a perfect time for a stunner. Stone Cold stunner from Stone Cold. 2. No, Abyss kicks out. And you can see on the left part of his forehead there, busted wide open. Both men feeling the effects of this match. 2, 3. Stone Cold gets the win after flipping off Abyss towards the end of it. Holy mackerel. What a battle between these two. They really went at it with the shovels, the steel chairs, the big time maneuvers, the stunners, and the sidewalk slams. And look at this big time backbreaker. Oh my goodness. He folded him. And look at this right here. Bam, that swinging slam. We'll get some more news on what that finishing maneuver is from Abyss, but still, we're still learning more. But right here, bam, these shovel shots are what busted open Stone Cold right there on the right side of his face. And right here, Abyss, he does not give a damn about himself as he connected with a frog splash from the top rope. But right here, the ending of the matchup, right here, bam, stunner. And then he would go on to connect with flipping off Mr. Abyss here, telling him how he really thinks about him. And that was enough in that moment to keep Abyss down momentarily. Big win for the Texas Rattlesnake here tonight at the Royal Rumble. We'll see how Stone Cold fares, though, as obviously this last run is going through WrestleMania as well. He has his sights on the World Heavyweight Championship. We'll see if he gets that opportunity anytime soon. No, the Monster Abyss is still intact as he's got that baseball bat that with the nails. I believe he calls it Janice, and he is just hitting the crap out of Stone Cold. Stone Cold wiping the blood off of his face already, but he might get wiped again, if I'm to be honest with you. Oh no, oh goodness. What an absolute brutal maneuver there from this monster, this lunatic. Obviously, he is not too happy that he just lost this matchup, but certainly he wanted to inflict some more pain on Stone Cold Steve Austin. And obviously, Stone Cold Steve Austin, he was probably wanting to be done and over with this monster, this lunatic, but now he's having to deal more with it. I don't know. Oh my goodness, again! Brutalizing this WWE Hall of Famer. Abyss is not playing around, I can tell you that. The ass whipping we are seeing right now, this is not good. This is no bueno, no good. And now the Monster Abyss. Oh goodness. And now, oh no. No. DDT, and the table doesn't even bend. That is absolute brutal. And now off the actual top of the announce table. You gotta be kidding me. The Monster Abyss may have lost the matchup tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but he's sure as hell not playing around with Stone Cold. Stone Cold gets the win, but was it worth it at the end of the night? I certainly would like to say no, the win wasn't worth it. Because you don't know if you're going to be 100% into any more shenanigans that you're going to try and get into as Stone Cold back up to his feet. But no, gosh dang it. Into a big boot. Just when you think Stone Cold might be able to get back from this ass whooping that he's getting right now. It is just one-sided too much here from this psychopath, the Monster Abyss. Oh man, what is this psycho thinking? He has a table in the middle of this ring. Not like this. Come on. No. Choke slam through the table. Oh my goodness. The Monster Abyss has struck. And he's laid waste to the Texas Rattlesnake. And hopefully, for everybody's sake, we don't see Abyss a part of that Royal Rumble matchup tonight. Because if so, I think we might know who's walking out the new Royal Rumble winner. I'd love to know what Abyss is doing here. We're trying to get to the next segment here, the World Heavyweight Championship between Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, but I don't know what we're doing here now. He's wanting to take him to the back, it seems. This is just horrendous. As he takes him up to the front of the front area here of Minneapolis. Or I should say Indianapolis, pardon me, as Abyss lays out Stone Cold.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your World Heavyweight Championship. Coming from the Monday Night Raw side of things, as is Drew McIntyre. A man that's been with the roster probably close to a month now, after winning that big Survivor Series matchup when he was part of NXT. And now, we'll see how he fares here on Monday Night Raw. He said he wanted to get back to the main roster. He could have went to SmackDown, but he chose Monday Night Raw to prove himself. And he believes Monday Night Raw, he made his name for himself on SmackDown, but he wants to build his career here on Monday Night Raw. And what better way to do that is to win tonight and become the new World Heavyweight Champion. Can Drew McIntyre do that? Can he do what he set out to do? There's a lot to take in and digest here tonight. And certainly for, these two, I mean, certainly they could be in the Royal Rumble matchup later on tonight. Obviously, they're focused on this matchup, but hey, you never know what may happen. Maybe they get into that big-time Royal Rumble matchup later on in the evening, but certainly Drew McIntyre bringing his A game. So is Seth frickin' Rollins. Two top guys here on Monday Night Raw doing battle tonight. Obviously Seth, he believes he's the guy to lead Monday Night Raw for the next 5-10 years if he needs to. Until he up and retires, but that won't be for a good while. And Seth believes he's in his prime still, and he believes this is his brand for the foreseeable future. The World Heavyweight Championship does look pretty good around the waist of Seth freaking Rollins, but Drew McIntyre would love to have that around his waist. Especially taking that possibly to WrestleMania. That'd be an absolute massive thing to say, be like, hey, I'm facing so-and-so in the main event of WrestleMania, or whoever the winner of tonight's matchup chooses. It's either Seth or Drew, and then on the men's side it's either Cody or Cena. There's a crowd here in Indianapolis singing along with Seth frickin' Rollins. with the matchup tonight. Thing is, how many stomps is it going to take for Seth to put down Drew, and vice versa? How many Claymore kicks will it take to put down Rollins? We're about to find out, as it is for the World Heavyweight title.
Introducing the challenger. From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. And his opponent, from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins.
And there you see it, Drew McIntyre sees the World Championship. But will he be able to have his hands on that said championship? About to find out is, here we go, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins for the world title. Referee officially rings the bell, and look at Rollins with a knockout blow, that running knee strike coming out of nowhere. Just to try to knock some sense into Drew McIntyre, I guess. But now Drew's pissed off, wasn't really expecting a running knee to the temple. And McIntyre's like, get up to your feet. Get up to your feet so I can punish you, so I can become the World Heavyweight Champion. Something's going to have to give tonight. Both men on top of their game. They want to be the guy on Monday Night Raw for the foreseeable future. Take it all the way through WrestleMania, and you never know what comes out of WrestleMania. As look at this big-time elbow right across the chest of Seth frickin' Rollins. And now, look at McIntyre. Oh, goodness, stomping. Not the face, but now Rollins. Rollins okay with it. As another jumping knee strike. Back and forth we go. Both men going at it outside here. Certainly pretty cold out here in Indianapolis, but these guys are two of the hottest superstars on Monday Night Raw. Certainly looking to burn down the house. And certainly they got to be happy with how the Indianapolis Colts are panning out, and especially as well as not only football, but in the WNBA with Caitlin Clark here in the Indiana Fever. Especially got to be happy about how they're doing. And then maybe the second season coming up very soon for the Indiana Fever as well. As now, here comes Drew McIntyre. McIntyre has up Seth Rollins with a powerbomb. And now McIntyre, the Scottish Warrior, gonna go high risk, high reward from the very top. McIntyre, flying elbow right to Rollins, and Rollins hit so hard, his leg was on the bottom rope there. Oh, going for a kick to the midsection. Rollins was able to reverse a key moment in this matchup. Is now Rollins gonna go for a pedigree. Pedigree middle of the ring. Is that enough to retain the championship? 2, no. Just a 2 count. McIntyre stays in this matchup, but he has to be very careful. Usually those pedigrees lead to stomps very quickly. But luckily for him, McIntyre, or I should say, luckily for him, Rollins is connecting with more strikes than anything at this moment. He is trying to wear down McIntyre. And do you blame him? You have to. Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, he's a man that is going to sustain a lot of damage in this matchup. As now Rollins looking for the stomp, and he stops McIntyre right into the map. And this is all to retain the world title. 1, 2. No, Rollins did not put enough on that stomp to put him away. The matchup will continue. Springboard, moonsault misses. And this is where McIntyre can get very, very dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. One of those superstars that are not afraid to stomp it out and go out into an all-out war as McIntyre with a big boot. And I believe Rollins now has a big cut on the forehead area. And McIntyre, leg drop, no, it misses, and a sling blade. And yep, the big top where the hairline is there of Seth Rollins is bleeding like a stuffed pig as a very stiff frog splash there from Rollins. Is that enough? No, it is not. The matchup will continue. We'll see how much more both men can sustain. McIntyre moving out of the way. Now going to go with his own chops, punches, clotheslines, whatever he can do to put down Seth. As Seth connects with that big strike. Rollins now from behind. Uh-oh, looking for that electric chair to McIntyre. It's that big whiplash out of the neck of Drew McIntyre. Certainly something you gotta look forward to, or look out forward to, as now a future shock DDT to Rollins. Is that enough to become the new world champion? 2. Ooh, close. 2.9. Very, very close. And McIntyre, you cannot get frustrated. You got to stay on Rollins here as he hits him with another jumping knee that again takes down McIntyre. Rollins off the top rope, another jumping knee. That's probably the 4th one in this matchup. Got to do what you got to do as a Claymore out of nowhere takes down the world champion. McIntyre has his sights on gold, but it is not enough. Rollins kicks out. Rollins had a hell of a matchup on Monday Night Raw against the United States champion LA Knight. And he went to war with LA Knight. Let's see if Rollins can survive this war, this time against McIntyre. As Rollins now dragging McIntyre away from that bottom rope, because I believe he's trying to go for a pinfall there as much as possible. And now Rollins, springboard, senton, bad angle there, and McIntyre might be able to capitalize here. Irish whip off the ropes into a Claymore again, the second one. Is this enough to become world champion? 2, 3, and it does. That mistake from Rollins cost him the matchup, and that means Drew McIntyre is the world heavyweight champion. Good back and forth matchup. Rollins just makes one mistake and it cost him his championship. Didn't need to go for a senton. He could have hit some more strikes, but Rollins, he just feeling out process, I suppose, just trying to dish out enough punishment to him, but it just was not enough at the end right here, as McIntyre would connect with a future shock DDT there, and then Rollins would look to go for a stomp. He gets hit with a Claymore. And right here, you see the pinfall towards the end of the matchup. That wasn't enough. But right here, Claymore City, bam! Claymore Country. And connects with the Claymore into the 1, 2, and 3. That is a massive win for Drew McIntyre. He did exactly what he wanted. He got himself back on the main roster. He got himself an opportunity for the World Championship. And just like that, Drew McIntyre is the face of Monday Night Raw. And now he will be taking that through Elimination Chamber, maybe taking it all the way to WrestleMania. We'll have to wait and see where this takes the Scottish Warrior. As here comes Bianca Belair of the women's challengers. You got Bianca Belair teaming up with Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill dominated the scene ever since making her WWE debut, dominated the SmackDown scene, and eventually she would become world champion as well as women's champion along that. Had the championship for a little bit, then run into some issues. She was on top of the world, and it came crumbling down. But this woman right here, Bianca Belair, is doing her best to try to get her to flip that page and get her going in a whole different direction. And Bianca might be able to get Jade going back to holding a championship, and that could be the Women's World Tag Team Championships. Can't wait to see how this is going to turn out, as here we go, Jade Cargill, the woman we were just talking about, making her way down to the ring. And certainly it's got to be hard. You know, you go from dominating the landscape of WWE, going from undefeated to, okay, you know, you're losing here and there. Obviously, you're not going to be undefeated the whole time, but it's just about staying on top of the WWE universe. And right now, she's a main player right now, and Bianca Belair is taking her to her side right now to build and develop Jade Cargill even more to be more of a main event player than she already has established herself here in Universe Mode. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, both in the Women's Royal Rumble earlier on tonight. Unfortunately for them, not walking out with the Royal Rumble win. That win went to Becky Lynch from Friday Night SmackDown. And we'll see how Monday Night Raw is going to be looking like with their championships. I mean, is Becky going to choose Charlotte or obviously Nia Jax? Or does she stay on SmackDown and challenge either Nikki Cross or Io Sky? A lot of stuff to discuss. And I mean, if the winner of the Royal Rumble, they want to pick, you know, they could, I mean, this is very out there, but there is a option for them to even choose the NXT Women's Championship. That match is already set, but they could add themselves to that to make it a triple threat match. So there's always more possibilities, as there is Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Both these women are a little upset that they didn't make it further into the lovely Royal Rumble. We saw Naomi, very impressive performance tonight. Naomi made it to all the way to number 23, where I believe that was Kalani Jordan making herself into that matchup. But still, I mean, there's a lot of good performances from Lash Legend as well. She had a good outing. Jada Parker had a good outing as well. So certainly, you know, these women from NXT, there's quite a bit of women from NXT. And we also get to give a shout out to Victoria. She had a hell of a performance as well. It came down to, I think she was at least in the top 10 in the terms of the remaining superstars in the matchup before ultimately being eliminated. But hey, strong showing from Victoria. And, you know, if Victoria is looking to have another run in her, I think, you know, Raw or SmackDown would love to have her. But we don't know, obviously, if that's going to happen or not. But I think that would be a great opportunity for Victoria to showcase her skills and get back and face off with some of these women.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. And their opponents, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, the Judgment Day.
And there is the prestigious Women's Tag Team titles. We've seen different variations of tag teams go at it for those tag team titles. Will we see new tag team champions tonight? We're about to find out, though. Referee rings the bell. We got Bianca Belair and Raquel Rodriguez, two powerhouses going at it. And certainly Jade and Bianca's team, certainly you got to count that as two powerhouses as well. Maybe Jade maybe a little bit stronger, maybe, I don't know, but you know, something to really look at, really digest as Raquel stretches out Bianca Belair here. Certainly, Raquel and Bianca, Liv and Jade, you know, they have had their singles matches with Raquel defeating Jade Cargill recently and Bianca defeating Liv Morgan. So in singles action, they have split the series, and I always like seeing those type of matches from the GMs, just getting a little taste of what's going to be happening coming up at a little taste of, you know, you get a little of the ins and outs of one of the superstars. Be like, okay, hey, if we work on this during the matchup, hey, I think this could work. As a kendo stick being tossed in the ring, I'm assuming Dominic Mysterio tossed that. The referee luckily sees it and is going to toss it outside back to the ring. And with Dominic Mysterio being here at ringside, keeping a close eye on that little pesky little fella. We'll see if Dominic Mysterio is in that matchup tonight. How many Judgment Day members will be in that matchup tonight? We saw Raquel and Liv Morgan a part of the Judgment Day. Well, curious to see how many Judgment Day members from Finn, JD McDonough, Dominic Mysterio. You know, certainly, there's so many guys a part of that group. You never know. As now Jade Cargill, Irish whipping her into the corner, going to look for a tag. Maybe, no, she won't. It looks like, and she's going to inflict her own damage. Maybe taking too much time. Maybe she should have gone for a tag there. As Jade Cargill gets hit with a back body drop. And, you know, some interesting things about Raquel Rodriguez. If you guys didn't hear enough, but Kevin Nash, I mean, Raquel Rodriguez kind of reached out to Kevin Nash and kind of, well, actually, Kevin Nash said some stuff about Raquel Rodriguez, and Raquel Rodriguez took that to heart. And it wasn't bad things. It was some criticism of stuff of, you know, her being a taller woman and just kind of having to adjust her ways of wrestling. And she's gotten that moniker of Big Mommy Cool. Obviously, it was Big Daddy Cool back when Kevin Nash wrestled here in WWE and WCW, but Raquel getting the nickname of Big Mommy Cool, and now she's wrestling a little differently. And it's always good that these superstars, you know, take the quote-unquote criticisms or critiques about how they wrestle, and you don't get frustrated or get into like a Twitter war or, you know, online war about like, oh, you know, I'm doing perfectly fine. No, she's taking that with a grain of salt, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna change how I work as a giant, quote unquote, one of the stronger women. So it's always nice to see something like that in a professional wrestler, keeping it professional. As now Liv Morgan might be looking for a tag. She has her in the corner, but Bianca Belair was able to briefly get out of that momentarily as she gets hit with a vicious elbow strike. Oh goodness, 2-for-1 special. Not only she took out Bianca, but briefly hit Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan had a big opportunity tonight, but you know, she wasn't able to walk out victorious in that Royal Rumble. As now Liv Morgan off the ropes. Oh goodness, what a code breaker of sorts to take down Bianca Belair. And now Liv Morgan, Oblivion there from Liv Morgan. Will that be enough to retain? It will not, at least not yet anyway. The Judgment Day got to stay on their opponents here. Liv Morgan again, these strikes with Bianca. I probably wouldn't think that going strike for strike with Bianca Belair probably the best idea, but hey, you know, they're the professional wrestlers. I'm just the broadcaster. As Bianca, the running clothesline. Raquel was trying to fire herself up, but kind of took way too much time in trying to do that. As now we got two powerhouses in the ring, Jade Cargill and Raquel Rodriguez. We saw this bout recently with Raquel getting the upper hand. It's a big powerbomb maneuver. Takes down Jade Cargill. Ooh, that was close. That was I don't know if that was just a slow count or maybe just a slow getting out of that pinning predicament, but at least a 2 count there. As Raquel Rodriguez with a nice neck breaker there takes down Jade. Big time. Big Mommy Cool with a clubbing blow right to the middle of that back. But again, Jade, she wants to make a statement tonight. She wants to get back to holding gold. And look at that pump up Samoan drop. Not easy to do to a size of a woman like Raquel Rodriguez. And now Jade Cargill, that was a stiff uppercut. Certainly sending a message there. And now a sit-out powerbomb takes it to Raquel Rodriguez. Will this be enough? No. Early kick out from Raquel. And then Raquel dealing with Jade Cargill again here. Oh, nice. Oh. Bianca Belair getting involved there. Raquel was trying to get out of the corner and certainly did not work out there briefly. And now Jade trying to slip out of it. And she will with those elbow strikes. Irish whip off the ropes. Nice jumping kick. She connected with all of that. Will that be enough? 2. Ooh, 2.5. And coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it is for the European Championship. It will be live. It will be Penta challenging for the European Championship as he takes on the crazy Ilya Dragunov. Is Liv Morgan looking to hit a cradle or a roll-up, I should say. Oh, and she almost got it. Almost got it. And now off the ropes, a little bit of a head scissors. Head scissors takedown, takes down Miss Jade Cargill. And now off the ropes, here comes Liv. Nice neck breaker there from Liv Morgan right there. But going back to the European Championship, that is coming up next. Should be a big matchup from the SmackDown brand. As recently on NXT, you saw Rey Fenix and Penta reunite. Obviously on the independent scenes, one of the top tag teams in all of professional wrestling. Is what a maneuver there from Liv Morgan. But we saw Penta and Rey Fenix reunite. They are going to be a tag team on SmackDown. And we saw Rey Fenix beat Ilya Dragunov. So it will be tonight, Penta versus Ilya Dragunov, and we'll see if they get lucky as the EST looks for the big-time maneuver. Is that enough? KOD, but Raquel right there to break it up. Now this is where Bianca, she starts feeling herself out here. She's starting to hit these big-time maneuvers. You cannot allow Bianca to start getting on fire here. Is now Bianca, frog splash right there to the ribs of Liv Morgan. If Bianca and Jade can keep this up, we might see new women's tag team champions. It's a kick to the midsection. Here comes Liv Morgan looking for the double knees. Knees to the face. Variation of a code breaker. Bianca Belair, though, is right there to break it up. And also, still tonight, we have women's matches galore from the likes of obviously Io Sky and Nikki Cross. That situation is developing. We had the shock on SmackDown where, you know, Io Sky was explaining, saying, "Hey, I don't know where this talk was coming about. I didn't send Asuka and Kairi Sane. One of the reasons I'm in WWE is because of Asuka. Pinfall though off the corkscrew. Ooh, 2.5. But and that's when Asuka's like, "Why are you lying?" And then they got, you know, face to face, just talking to each other for a second. And then Asuka threw her off the ledge, through a table, and started beating her down with a steel chair as Oblivion there from Jade Cargill. So I mean, it's just it's just shocking. You know, you expect one thing or you see one thing and just goes the other way as the Judgment Day are looking to retain the tag team championships and still got to do a little bit more to put away Bianca and Jade. And now here comes Liv Morgan, Irish whipping Jade Cargill into the corner. Big elbow strike there from Jade, keeping herself involved. And now I think she's looking for Jaded, I believe. Is she going to do it right in front of Raquel Rodriguez? She just gave her the side view and just hit Jaded. Is that enough for new tag team champions? No. Raquel Rodriguez breaks it up. Just when Jade thought it was going to be enough, Raquel ruins that. And oh, wait a minute. Is Jade going to do it again? Jade Cargill, another maneuver, another jaded maneuver. 1, 2. No, and Liv Morgan kicks out. It was broken up the first time by Raquel. The second time, Liv actually eats it. And Jade is not too happy about that. And big time punch from Bianca. You can sense that side is getting a little frustrated here. And do you blame them? Oh wait, again, is Jade thinking of a third time? A third jaded to Liv Morgan. Is that enough? It has to be, right? 2, 3. Bianca and Jade Cargill are the new women's tag team champions. It took a lot, but Bianca and Jade got there. This new tag team getting slowly but surely there, and they are now the newest women's tag team champions. Certainly not the day to be the Judgment Day. Didn't work out in the Royal Rumble, and now tonight losing the women's tag team titles. Jade Cargill hitting multiple Jadeds the first time. Raquel breaks it up. Morgan the second time kicks out of it, and the third time Jade Cargill's like, I'm done playing around. One of these times it's going to work. And well, you finally saw it. Jade Cargill, after many Jadeds in the corner here, this was one of many. And then again, you'd see one from Jade Cargill to a third one. And there it is, Bianca and Jade Cargill holding championships back here in WWE once again. Massive moment. Congratulations to these two working their tails off to become champions once again here in WWE.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE European Championship.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the European Championship to be defended. It is now Penta challenges for the European Championship live here at the Royal Rumble. It was a number one contenders matchup between Damian Priest and Penta ended up walking out victorious with that win. And like we mentioned before, Rey Fenix and Penta are back together. Very well, we'll see them in tag team action sometime, and certainly can't wait to see how they fare, but it doesn't mean that they can't dabble into some singles action. But it will be great to see Rey Fenix and Penta, known as the Lucha Bros, in the tag team division. As many of you guys do know, that they were one of the top tag teams, certainly in different companies, with how they were as a tag team. I personally did not ever see that, but I've seen that multiple times online about them being these top tag teams and likes of, different companies. And we may be able to just see that here in WWE. It might take some time, but we'll see how that pans out. And now here comes the European champion, Ilya Dragunov. Ilya Dragunov is here, the mad Russian himself. Everyone knows how dangerous he can be in the middle of that ring. Rey Fenix just had the upper hand the other night on SmackDown, and we'll see if Ilya Dragunov can get his mind right for this championship defense. And like we mentioned, Dragunov, his offense is very unconventional. It's ground and pound at times. It's that very physical, where sometimes you're like, is he trying to kill the dude? But that's Ilya Dragunov for you, and its fans love his type of wrestling style. Sorry for the our lovely announce table. Still dealing with some issues here at ringside with obviously what we've seen tonight with Abyss and Stone Cold Steve Austin and other things. But we're going to be sending it down to ringside to our ring announcer for our introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos, Penta! And his opponent from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds, the WWE European Champion, Ilya Dragunov.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the European title to be defended live here tonight in Indianapolis, Indiana. Good old time for some championship action. Referee rings the bell, and here we go, and we're already kicking us off with a good old-fashioned sling blade to kick us off here. And after this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have 3 straight women's matches. We're going to be going into the Io Sky Nikki Cross Women's Championship here from SmackDown. We're going to be having another SmackDown Women's Championship match as Rhea Ripley defends her Women's Intercontinental title, as well as from Monday Night Raw, Charlotte Flair defends against Nia Jax. And that matchup I'm really looking forward to, just in the terms of, obviously Nia Jax is not going to be too happy because she lost her championship. Oh, look at Penta. Penta showing that no fear to Ilya Dragunov. That might come back to bite him there. Now Dragunov, oh, flying uppercut right there in the corner. And if you guys didn't watch Monday Night Raw, yes, there is a new Women's United States Champion, and it's because of Charlotte Flair being there at ringside, helping Natalya win that. Now, it wasn't a big deal that Charlotte was out there. I mean, she did have some distractions, but you know, Natalya, credit to her, she was able to pick the right moments, and she was able to walk out victorious in the new United States Champion. But coming back to this matchup is going to be very physical, as both men going back and forth. As Penta again, oh my man, this man, Penta may have a death wish in this championship matchup as a cradle or a roll up, pardon me. And now, wait a minute, now it's Penta's turn. Back and forth we go. Dragunov, nope, Penta, one. Oh, back and forth from both men. And Dragunov's like, screw this, I'm going to roll outside the ring. And I thought Penta, just for a minute, was going to roll or do like a suicide dive, but deciding not to do that in that moment. And now here comes Penta, going to toss Ilya Dragunov back inside the ring. Penta, he's been very ballsy. And like that zero miedo, that no fear that he shows, it's been on full display tonight. And he might very well walk out with that European Championship with how he's working tonight, as he just kicks the head off of Ilya Dragunov. And now from the top rope, springboard, cross body takes down Dragunov. Another pinfall opportunity. Is this enough? No, it is not. Just a 1 count. Back and forth we go. And now Dragunov gets hit with another chop right to the chest there. Dragunov kind of struggling at this moment. He's got to really dig down deep if he wants to walk out still the European champion. Is now Penta looking to break that arm. Zero miedo, and just ripping out that arm, man. Oof. That is not going to be feeling too good. And a 2. Oh, just a 2.5. Is now Dragunov finally able to maybe fight back in this matchup. Zero miedo continuing to show that no fear. As now Dragunov, oh goodness, what a clothesline. Dragunov desperately needed that clothesline. It flips the script of this matchup, and now Dragunov is on the offensive. I'm very curious to see if we get Penta and Ilya Dragunov in the Royal Rumble tonight. That'd be a massive, massive opportunity for both of those men. And now Dragunov trying to go for something. Penta with a jawbreaker. Penta going for something else as well, but Dragunov one step ahead of it. The Irish whip off the ropes here, showing some agility. Back and forth we go. Oh, goodness, that torpedo headbutt out of nowhere decapitates Penta. 2, no, 2.5. This is where Dragunov needs to stay on Penta as well. That was a brutal headbutt. But now Penta right now has some momentum back and forth. Both of these men are going, though. Uh-oh. Penta looking for that Mexican destroyer right in the middle of the ring. Are we going to see a new champion? 2, no, 2.5. The matchup will continue, but that definitely scrambled the brains a little bit there of Ilya Dragunov. He's now kicked to the midsection, looking for the Penta driver. Penta driver right there, center of the ring. Referee is in position. 2, no, 2.5. Almost like 2.9. That should have been enough, but it was not. How much more can Ilya Dragunov sustain in this matchup? Penta missing that springboard maneuver and almost cost him there. And now Penta going to connect with a big-time maneuver, almost like, I believe, a Death Valley driver of sorts. And now Penta, flying knee right across the chest, and it might feel like Penta might be getting a little desperate with these pinfall opportunities. And again, a 2.5. Penta is growing more and more frustrated. And that starts going in the favor of Ilya Dragunov, the champion. Because more frustrated your opponent gets, it only just messes with him more. As they blocked a drop kick there. Penta now going to look to capitalize. No, Dragunov with the reversal. And now Penta, back and forth we go. A pivotal moment in this matchup. As a sling blade there from Penta. Now Penta all fired up. Back and forth we go. Penta now from behind, looking for another Penta driver. Drops him on his head and neck. And surely that's enough. 2, 3, and it is. Penta is our new European champion. Good back and forth bout to an extent. Penta, though, dominating this matchup quite a bit there. It was just one-sided. You know, Penta brought this A game. Dragunov kind of struggling from Friday Night SmackDown into the Royal Rumble. And this was Penta's match to win. And you showcased it tonight as we saw a absolute new European champion. And, you know, going from Dragunov to Penta, I mean, certainly that European Championship is going to be even more prestigious than it already was with Dragunov having it. Now, Penta having it, it's going to be very interesting as Dragunov comes back in the ring, gets hit with a Penta driver right there. Bam! Drops him on his back. And that was all she wrote. And Penta, ladies and gentlemen, part of the Friday Night SmackDown roster, is your new European champion. Congratulations to Penta, as this is his first ever championship on the main roster.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Championship.
And like our ring announcer said, this is for the Women's Championship, a part of the SmackDown roster, as it's going to be Io Sky taking on Nikki Cross. And you saw recently on SmackDown, Io Sky may not be 100% heading into this SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen, or this pay-per-view, pardon me, coming from SmackDown to the Royal Rumble. Obviously being put through multiple tables, hit with multiple chair shots. Asuka wasn't playing around. And it's come to find out Asuka's the one that sent the attack of herself and Kairi Sane attacking Wyatt Six recently on that Friday Night SmackDown a couple weeks ago. And Io Sky wasn't even here on SmackDown. She was doing some media for the Royal Rumble. And, now we're, come to find out Asuka's the one to do it and everything else. It doesn't make sense, like Kabuki Warriors were doing just fine. I guess the only thing I can think of is obviously that triple threat matchup to determine the number one contender. Obviously, Io Sky wins, and Asuka's like, I'm not doing this anymore. But certainly we'll see how this matchup fares tonight. If Io Sky can, even though not 100%, we'll see if she can walk out as the new women's champion. But she is going to have to go at the ever crazy sister, well, part of Sister Abigail and all that lovely stuff of the Wyatt Six. That being Nikki Cross, the women's champion. The reason why she's women's champion is she was Miss Money in the Bank. We saw her cash in on Jade Cargill on one of the pay-per-views, and Nikki Cross would walk out victorious. Now this is a big-time opportunity for Nikki Cross to show that, she's not a slouch or anything like that, that she can defend the championships. And she doesn't even have her other members of the Wyatt Six out here, at least that I can see. But Nikki Cross, this version of Nikki Cross, very different, as you can tell. And certainly not something you would ever expect to see. I mean, the only version that comes close to it was when she first came in to WWE, a part of that Sanity group with Eric Young, Killian Dane, and many other guys. Man, just look at the eyes. Look at this women's champion, man. She's ever crazy. And we'll see if she's crazy enough to retain that championship tonight against Io Sky.
Introducing the challenger from Tokyo, Japan, Io Sky. And her opponent from parts unknown, the WWE Women's Champion, Nikki Cross.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, that women's championship. Will Io Sky be the next one to hold it, or will it stay in the corner of the Wyatt Six? Referee rings the bell. Here we go. And obviously, you're probably going to see some more respectfulness, especially from Nikki Cross if it's there, part of the Wyatt Six, obviously. But just for them to know that Io Sky wasn't the one that set that attack on Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss, certainly makes it a little bit better for Io Sky, because maybe, Wyatt Six maybe would be unleashed on Io Sky. Uncle Howdy and Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, the rest of the group coming out here, they could just dismantle Io Sky if they really wanted to, if that were the case, but that wasn't the case. At least not yet. Obviously, you never know what the Wyatt Six are feeling. And we'll see if the Wyatt Six are involved in that lovely Royal Rumble main event for you guys tonight. Imagine Uncle Howdy winning the Royal Rumble. That'd be absolutely massive. Last year at the Royal Rumble, it came down to, I believe, Uncle Howdy or / Bray Wyatt, I should say. Bray Wyatt, Kevin Owens, and somebody else, if I do remember correctly. And ultimately, we would see a whole new winner last year. And certainly, Uncle Howdy didn't, or not Uncle Howdy, I want to keep saying Uncle Howdy, but Bray Wyatt was close. It just did not work out in his favor. And, this group, obviously Bray Wyatt passes away, and certainly his brother, Bo Dallas, also / Uncle Howdy, takes over the group. different variation, a new look, kind of through the eyes of what Bray Wyatt wanted. And slowly but surely, I think that group may get there. As Io Sky, Nikki Cross continuing to have that feeling out process here. Referee having to break it up as Io Sky with a punch there into a flying cross body, and both women are down here at ringside now. It's all for the Women's Championship here on SmackDown. Big time opportunity for both women. Obviously the big title defense for Nikki Cross. A lot of people believe Io Sky is the top woman in all of professional wrestling with what she can accomplish in the middle of that ring. So a win tonight by Nikki Cross would be absolutely massive. And we already know earlier on tonight, Becky Lynch from Friday Night SmackDown won the Royal Rumble. So the question is, who does she challenge? Does she challenge one of these women from SmackDown or somebody from Monday Night Raw? In an Io Sky Becky Lynch matchup, that certainly could be a banger. Nikki Cross, Becky Lynch, that would be very interesting as well. You got Charlotte and Becky. Obviously, that's a huge thing there. As Nikki Cross misses the axe handle, Io was able to connect briefly with a kick to the side of the skull. But also a Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, that could be something maybe as well. I don't know what Becky Lynch is really going to be looking forward to after tonight. But we'll also be able to know who exactly, Becky Lynch could be choosing. As Nikki Cross talking some trash to Io Sky, telling her to get up to her feet. As now we roll up, I should say, but now Io Sky gonna have to do a little bit more. So you can really feel that feeling out process between both women, just really unsure of what their game plan is going to be. It's a different variation of a Luthez press here, right there to Io Sky. Big haymaker. Here comes Io Sky going to work. But now Nikki Cross has her up. Nope. Able to slip out of it was Io. And a big time suplex there from the challenger, Io Sky. But again, both women have trying to one-up each other, able to slip out of each other's maneuvers, just not really able to, I would say, get the momentum that they really want to get. Oh, big kick to the midsection. And now Io Sky. No, just one step ahead was Nikki Cross there. And right now in this matchup, it's hard to really say like, oh, so-and-so has the momentum. No, it's a lot of back and forth, and that's what you love about some of these matches. It's a lot of back and forth. Going for a leg drop, didn't work out in the favor, and now Io Sky gonna look to go to work here. Gonna look for maybe a springboard maneuver, I believe. Springboard drop kick there, takes down the women's champion. Now Nikki Cross gonna try to roll out, but Io Sky is right there. But now Nikki Cross with a big kick to the midsection. Gonna try to run right through Io Sky. Didn't really work out, but that uppercut to the face did. I'm going to try to stomp away here. Right on the hands, right on the fingers here. That is not going to be feeling too good. And now going to double knees right to the midsection. Io Sky trying to kind of run away with this matchup as much as possible here. Been fairly even between both women. As Io Sky now, what is she thinking? Is she looking to put away the matchup? No, she's going for a frog splash and took a little bit too long to get there. And now Nikki Cross now. Nikki Cross, it might be her opportunity. Taking a little bit too much time. I don't know what she was really trying to go for, but she gets hit with the ropes. And now Io Sky gonna go with a submission on Nikki Cross and try to capitalize. Submission hold there, referee right in the face of Nikki Cross to see if she wants to tap out, but Io lets go of it. This is one of those title matches where it's really, you just don't really know what you're going to expect from both women. You got the unconventional Nikki Cross on how she works, and then you got Io Sky, one of the top women on the roster. Not saying that Nikki Cross isn't, but just with what Io Sky brings to the table, as Sky now from the top rope, top turnbuckle, Io Sky, oh boom, goodness, What a drop kick over the top of that LED post. But again, Nikki Cross. Oh, very innovative headbutt to the back, the little back of Io Sky. And now Io Sky and Nikki Cross gonna go at it here. Into a leg drop, back and forth we go for the Women's Championship. Who is gonna go on to hold that said championship? Back in the ring we go. Nikki Cross with the momentum. Can she put away Io Sky and send a message to the main roster? As Io Sky busted open after that last maneuver. As now she's starting to stir up to her feet. Nikki Cross, no jawbreaker from Io Sky. And now Sky, she's gonna hit that submission hold like she did earlier in the matchup. Referee isn't right in the position. Nikki Cross may have to tap out this time. She's trying to escape it as Io Sky and Nikki Cross continue to fight. As what a uppercut. That might be a glancing uppercut. That might win her the championship. And it does. Io Sky is the new women's champion. What an absolute bout between both of these women. You just didn't know what to expect. Nikki Cross was able to kind of really defend Io Sky pretty good, and same for Io. You know, very underrated matchup, but ultimately Io Sky was able to defeat Nikki Cross and get the upper hand in this matchup right here. Bam! Missile drop kick right next to that LED post would ultimately lead a uppercut, and Io Sky is your new women's champion on SmackDown. Now we are going to go to Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley for the Women's Intercontinental title.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship.
And here comes the man, the challenger for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. The man is back. She won the Royal Rumble earlier to kick off the Royal Rumble, and she said after the matchup, she said, hey, you know what, I didn't come out at number 1, 10, 15, I came out at number 27, I came out well rested, and I was able to walk out with the Royal Rumble win, and I get to main event WrestleMania, and I don't care who holds that championship, but at the end of the WrestleMania, I'm going to be the woman walking out with the championship. She also said tonight, I'm taking the Intercontinental Championship and I'm walking into WrestleMania with the Intercontinental Championship. I don't know, there's a lot to digest from what we heard from Becky Lynch earlier on tonight, but you know, it's going to be put up or shut up time tonight for Becky Lynch. She did pick up a win over Maxine Dupree recently on SmackDown to get ready for her matchup with Rhea Ripley, as Rhea Ripley was out of town as she was doing some media rounds for WWE. And now here comes the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, one of the last ones with Becky Lynch. It came down the last couple. You know, Bayley was in there as well, but ultimately it was Rhea Ripley getting thrown over, and then Becky Lynch ultimately winning her side of things as well. Becky Lynch being the last survivor in the Royal Rumble. Now it's a whole different ball game. Now it is a one-on-one matchup. It is not fighting for your life type of matchup with the Royal Rumble. I mean, you're going to fight for your life in a one-on-one contest, but in a Royal Rumble, you're doing everything in your power not to get thrown over the top rope. This matchup, you're seeing full-on type of wrestling. Certainly Rhea Ripley looking to bring that brutality here tonight. and retain that Women's Intercontinental title. Will she be able to? No. Time's going to find out here in just a matter of moments. It's a big time, absolute big time Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Two top stars here on SmackDown going at it. One of them going on the main event, WrestleMania, in just a matter of a couple months here. Maybe a month and a half. We'll have some news on when WrestleMania is coming your guys' way. But there is your Women's Intercontinental Champion, Rhea Ripley, looking to bring the brutality tonight. Is the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley, versus Becky Lynch, the Man.
Introducing the challenger from Dublin, Ireland, the Man, Becky Lynch. And her opponent from Adelaide, Australia, the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Rhea Ripley.
And the matchup is official. Here we go. Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley. Becky Lynch wearing the same attire she did earlier on tonight to win that Royal Rumble. Rhea Ripley looking a little different compared to earlier, but still she's in a more wrestling attire type of outfit. Becky Lynch changing it up here. There's nothing wrong with that, but we'll see if it will work for her tonight. It's off the ropes you go, almost throwing her over the top rope, and little shades of the Royal Rumble. Becky Lynch would have won this matchup, obviously, if it was just throw you over the top rope. As Becky Lynch through the middle rope, going for a suicide dive. It did not work out in her favor. And now Rhea gonna make Becky Lynch pay here tonight. Very well could have been Rhea Ripley walking out with that Royal Rumble victory, just coming up a bit short. Just bad timing at certain times in this matchup, and it just did not work out in her favor. Now we're going to never hear the end of it from Becky Lynch. Collar elbow tie up, a little feeling out process between both women. A little bit of a gut, almost like a bear hug from behind here. Rhea Ripley trying to, maybe she can make Becky Lynch tap out here. Could you imagine if Becky Lynch taps out after winning the Royal Rumble, how embarrassed she would be? Obviously, she'd still feel pretty good about the Royal Rumble win, but not winning the Intercontinental title probably wouldn't make her feel too good. So now we have both these women going back and forth here. More of a feeling out process. And now Lynch, nice fireman's carry reversal. And now Lynch with the upper hand here briefly. And Lynch probably was in the back watching that matchup, watching Io Sky becoming the new women's champion on SmackDown. And then after this matchup, if she, whatever the outcome of this matchup is, she's probably going to be standing backstage there watching what the matchup between Charlotte and Nia Jax is going to be looking like. As, oh goodness, dropping Rhea Ripley right on that top rope there. Big chops, big punches. No, she missed the kick there though. And now an Irish whip off the ropes, a tilt-a-whirl body slam takes down Becky into the pinfall in just a strong one. And oh, what a kick to the face. Rhea Ripley, I think, yep, she is busted open, and this might change the trajectory of this matchup. Rhea Ripley once again seeing blood here. And I think if I remember correctly, she was busted open in the Royal Rumble as well. We're going to see if it affects this matchup. Look at those haymakers. Back and forth we go. And now Becky Lynch here. What is she thinking? Oh, roll through. No, armbar. No, she's going for the disarmer, actually. Disarmer, but a rope break. I believe Rhea was able to grab the bottom rope, or at least put it underneath the bottom rope briefly with her right hand. The opposite of the hand that was obviously in the disarmer. Rhea really holding that left arm that was in that disarmer. Very curious to see how much damage was really done in that situation. And now a back bottom there from Becky Lynch. Is she going to become the new Intercontinental Champion? Oh, very close. Very, very close. The referee wasn't in view to see if she was closer, but certainly is now back and forth we go. Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch exchanging blows. You would think Rhea Ripley would probably win this, but you never know. No, what a slap. Back and forth these women they are not backing down from a fight, especially Rhea Ripley. Neither is Becky though. Oh goodness, what a kick from the Eradicator. Looking to take down the man. Is Lynch back up to her feet? Oh goodness, what a boot. Well, shades of Sami Zayn with almost like a haluva kick. And Becky Lynch, she did the right thing. She realized she was in trouble, rolled out the ring, and now it looks like she might be able to capitalize. Is Lynch now? Oh, the last second, Rhea Ripley moves out the way, and now Rhea could be moments away from retaining her championship. Hook a leg now after throwing her up in the air. 1, 2, no, 2.5. The matchup will continue. Back and forth we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes those punches, chops, kicks from everything from Rhea Ripley to get herself to stay in this match. Uh-oh. This ain't going to be good for Becky Lynch as she gets tossed halfway across the ring there. And now Rhea going to go high risk. Frog splash! Frog splash right to the ribs. And that could be enough for Rhea Ripley if she goes for the pinfall. She's far enough away from the rope. I don't know why she doesn't. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh, now she's looking to submit Becky Lynch. She didn't want to go for the pinfall. She wanted to humiliate Becky. Middle of the ring, nowhere to go for Lynch. But Lynch is let go out of that maneuver. Oh, maybe Rhea want to get a better angle. A better angle here, middle of the ring. But no, Becky gets out of that one. Maybe that's going to cost Rhea Ripley here. We're about to find out. As a suplex, maybe? No, Rhea Ripley now. Just when Becky Lynch thought she was going to get back in this matchup, too. Lynch wait with a reversal. Now Rhea with her own reversal. Back and forth we go. And now, big time exploder suplex. And now Lynch with a big clothesline. Starting to fire her up here. The ever fiery redhead, Becky Lynch here. What else can Becky do here? In her good old Nike shoes. Uh-oh, trying to work that arm. Oh, goodness. Trying to set up maybe that for that disarmer here. Oh, goodness. Man. Damaging that socket there. And now Becky, I'm going to go high risk. Oh, goodness, she sure as hell got all that. Drop kick. And now Becky Lynch going to go high risk. Leg drop there, right across the throat of Rhea Ripley. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. No, 2.5. Rhea keeps herself in the matchup. How much more can Rhea Ripley withstand at this moment? As now Becky Lynch, oh, almost like a manhandle slam of sorts, maybe almost like a pump handle slam of sorts. That could be enough for her to become the new champion, and it is. Not only is Becky Lynch the Royal Rumble winner, now she is the Intercontinental Champion. The luck of the Irish is running through Becky Lynch tonight. What a back and forth matchup with Becky Lynch getting what she wants that Intercontinental Championship. She told you what was going to happen after the Royal Rumble. Everything came true tonight here on SmackDown. And with that, right here, you'll see it in a second. Almost like a pump handle slam of sorts, a different variation of that. But that was enough to win the Intercontinental title.
Here is your winner, and the new
Everyone's probably surprised. Becky Lynch isn't surprised though. The man, Becky Lynch, is back in business, and she is your new Intercontinental Champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's World Championship.
And now here comes the last women's matchup of the evening, as it's Nia Jax, the former Women's United States Champion, losing it on the latest version of Monday Night Raw to Natalya. Obviously, Charlotte was there at ringside, playing some mind games with Nia Jax, even got involved briefly in the matchup. And Nia Jax would go on to lose to Natalya. So now, things are bound to get a little feisty, I would say, in this matchup. I don't see certainly seeing Charlotte escaping very quickly out of this one. Nia Jax is going to want to ground and pound the snot out of Charlotte Flair, and with the mind games that Charlotte Flair has done with attacking her and mind games on the microphone and everything in between, Charlotte Flair is not afraid of what she is doing. And right now, we already have seen one new women's champion, that being Io Sky on SmackDown. Can Charlotte Flair retain, or will the powerhouse Nia Jax be able to walk out victorious? I mean, Charlotte Flair is obviously she is a Flair. Her dad, Ric Flair, one of the dirtiest players of all time. Charlotte Flair is doing everything to live up to that, if not even more. And certainly, if she has to play dirty a little, she certainly will, and she has shown that, costing Nia Jax her Women's United States Championship. But that's also the thing with open challenges that you have seen over the years. Open challenges, especially you do it week to week to week, it's going to start taking a toll on you. And I think those couple open challenges started taking a toll, but it also doesn't help when you have the Women's World Champion at ringside, the woman that you'd be facing at Royal Rumble, there at ringside, and basically costing you the match. But certainly you can't have excuses. Nia Jax is going to have to deal with that one. But now, certainly Charlotte Flair, the Women's World Champion, she is going to be in for a fight of her life, and I think she knows that. And we're going to see how it fares early on in this matchup. See if she can deal with this brutality that Nia Jax is going to be. It is the Queen, Charlotte Flair, versus the irresistible force, Nia Jax, for the Women's World Championship.
Introducing the challenger from San Diego, California, Nia Jax. And her opponent from the Queen City, the WWE Women's World Champion, Charlotte Flair.
Nia Jax sees the championship. Who is going to be taking the Women's World Championship on Monday Night Raw? Will it be Nia Jax, or will it continue to be around the waist of Charlotte Flair? Referee has started the bout, and look at Nia Jax already kicking us off with a big kick to the face. Big chop there from Charlotte Flair, but Nia Jax, she ain't backing down. If I'm Charlotte, probably don't want to get into a quote-unquote striking battle with Nia Jax. I know her dad, obviously one of the superstars that aren't going to back down. Obviously, Ric Flair would love to chop it up with anyone, but certainly with Nia Jax, she is not too happy. She's a little bit more adrenaline flowing through her in the terms of pissed off. She's pissed off that she lost her United States Championship. She's pissed off that Charlotte Flair has costed her that United States Championship. So Nia Jax is going to be a little pissed off in this matchup. So Charlotte has to allow her to be pissed off to an extent and allow it to play to her advantage, not against her. Charlotte was connecting with multiple punches there before Nia able to reverse, and now Nia gonna look to get on the offensive. As you can tell, she's pissed off. She's yelling at her to get up to her feet. As now both women gonna go for a striking battle here early on. Haymaker after haymaker, chop after chop. They are not afraid to whip out a good old chop here or a punch. Nia Jax staying in between those chops there. And look at Charlotte. She said, "Do it again. I'm not afraid. Do it again." Back and forth between both women. Nia Jax misses that one. And oh, spinning backhand. Nia Jax is like, "I'm done going back and forth with you." And now a leg drop right on that left elbow. Certainly that's not going to be feeling too good. I'm sure Nia Jax would love to hit an annihilator on Miss Charlotte Flair and send a message to her. Big punch to the midsection. And for Nia Jax, a thing for her, at Survivor Series, she pinned Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch is getting all the good things for her as a spear out of nowhere from Charlotte Flair. But to talk about, Nia Jax has defeated Becky Lynch, that has gotten 2 big wins tonight. Not only the Royal Rumble winner, but now the newest Intercontinental Champion, as Nia Jax kicks out at 2.5. Just saying that, it could honestly come full circle. Maybe it won't, as natural selection there to Nia Jax. Pinfall. 2.5. Charlotte Flair is trying to do everything in her power to keep Nia Jax down. Natural selections. We've seen that. The punches, the chops, bringing everything, bringing the whole fight to Nia Jax. It's a frog splash from the second rope. It misses. And now Nia Jax going to look to capitalize with a leg drop. But again, going to the well one too many times. That knockout punch will certainly help you out there. And now I'm going to work that left leg, that left knee. And actually, if Nia Jax continues to work the legs there, I think that could be a good strategy, just in the terms of, obviously, if Charlotte Flair wanted to pull out a figure 4/a figure 8 leg lock, that could very well help out the chances of Nia Jax in this one. And then here comes Nia Jax with a big clothesline, takes down the champ. And now here comes Nia Jax. Nia Jax has her up, and down goes Charlotte Flair with an awkward landing on our mat outside here. As now Charlotte Flair gets tossed back in the middle of this ring here. Charlotte Flair getting yelled at by Nia Jax. Nia Jax telling her, "We're going to end it right here, right now." As now Nia Jax, what is she thinking? Oh, look at this. A little bit of almost like a crossface from Nia Jax. But Charlotte Flair, just too early to really get hit with a submission hold there. And now Charlotte with an absolute stiff spear there from the Queen. Now let's see what Charlotte Flair wants to do. She won't be able to accomplish it. Back and forth. Absolutely deceiving from both women here. As now Nia Jax has up Charlotte Flair. What is she thinking? Maybe Samoa drop? No, she's going to turn it in to a big power bomb. Big opportunity for a new champion. 2. No, 2.5. That was a great reversal from Nia Jax, and be able to, adjust her and turn her around like that and hit that big maneuver. But it just was not enough at that time. As now Nia looking to cheat here. 2. Was that a 2? No, referee saw that her legs were on the ropes, and now, unfortunately, Nia Jax could have, at least gotten a 2 count out of it. But referee saw it, which is fair. Playing it right down the middle. Now Charlotte, Irish whipping Nia Jax. Oh, referee inadvertently got in the way here. We'll see if it will cost Charlotte Flair. Gut wrench, power slam. Big time maneuver there from Charlotte. Pure adrenaline to pick up the ever strong Nia Jax. And now just going to grab her head and beat her right off the mat. And Charlotte Flair, she is in full control, setting up Nia Jax. What does she have in store for her? Oh, big slap, or a big chop across the chest into natural selection. Charlotte Flair, is she going to retain the title? No, at least not yet. 2.5. Charlotte Flair is trying to figure out, what do I got to do to put down Nia Jax? It's taken 2 natural selections. She's done a spear, and it still has not been enough. Now let's see what Nia Jax has in store for the Queen. And Charlotte's like, no, we aren't testing out this at all. Here comes Charlotte, running from almost the other corner. Now this is where the Queen can outsmart her competition, as she's going to go to the other corner. Let's see what she has in store here, as Charlotte with a frog splash. Didn't work out earlier, just worked just then. 2. No, 2.5. See, Charlotte's running out of things in her moveset to put down. I mean, she hasn't tried the figure 4 or the figure 8. And now, setting up something else from the corner. Uh-oh. Oh, a little bit of a handstand, like a clothesline of sorts. That honestly could be enough. And it is. Showing that gymnastics background that Charlotte Flair has. She's able to retain the Women's World Championship tonight. Nia Jax, she had a couple powerful maneuvers in this matchup. It was back and forth for a little bit. Very competitive, back and forth matchup. Charlotte Flair, towards the end, was just trying to find things in her repertoire to put down Nia Jax here. This move right here, though, big moment in this matchup for Nia Jax. That was the biggest maneuver you could really say that Nia Jax really connected with tonight. But again, it just was not enough. Charlotte Flair would connect with, I believe this was natural selection time. Yes, it was. And that wasn't enough at that time. And then here we go. We see a frog splash from the other corner. It was not enough then. And then right here, let's see what she does. It was almost like a handstand type of maneuver. I don't know a lot about gymnastics, but right here, bam! Almost like essentially a clothesline. And that was enough to put down Nia Jax to retain the world title. So that means now Becky Lynch gets to choose from Charlotte Flair or Io Sky on SmackDown. Plenty of good choices. Or maybe, just maybe, she picks Roxanne from NXT. Choices galore for Becky Lynch.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the undisputed WWE Championship.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for you could quote unquote say, it is main event time, because up next after this matchup is the Royal Rumble. But this is the last championship matchup of the whole entire night, as Cody Rhodes, the challenger, takes on John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship. Will Cody Rhodes get another title reign around his belt, or will John Cena continue his reign like he wants to? He plans on being done. This is his farewell. His farewell tour goes through WrestleMania. The question is for John Cena, can he hold that championship all the way through WrestleMania? And if Cena does that, let's say he runs it through Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania, the question is, does he take that championship through retirement and then we have to crown a new champion? How does that work? Well, we may not have to find out, because Cody Rhodes wants to be that man that walks out with that undisputed WWE title. This man was in a no-holds-barred street fight recently on SmackDown, taking on the Great Khali. And Cody Rhodes would defeat the Great Khali. Then, recently on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a Tornado Tag Team match where we saw Cody Rhodes team up with Braun Breaker to take on John Cena and CM Punk. And we would see CM Punk and John Cena walk out victorious. And now, here comes the lovely entrance of this new version of John Cena. He's already got his merchandise of what he's going to wear for WrestleMania this year. And you can see after this, he is done. After WrestleMania this year, he will be done. This is his farewell tour. The last time is now. After John Cena, after WrestleMania, we will not see John Cena wrestle anymore in WWE. He will make appearances, but he will just not wrestle. Obviously, Cena, he's done a lot for this business. 25 plus years he has done this at a high level. And it will come to a head at WrestleMania. But the question is, like we keep mentioning, will he have the title all the way through WrestleMania? Never seen undisputed WWE champion doing everything in his favor to become the champion. Even forging alliances with guys that quote unquote sold their soul to get ahead in the company here. CM Punk did it with The Rock, even though he doesn't see eye to eye with Dwayne. CM Punk did that to get ahead of Cody Rhodes and Braun Breaker and all these other same with John Cena to get himself. He knows that he doesn't have much time left. And then obviously Kevin Owens did the same thing, turning his back on Sami Zayn there on Monday Night Raw.
Introducing the challenger. From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And his opponent, from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the undisputed WWE Champion, John Cena.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to see who from Friday Night SmackDown will head into WrestleMania season as the undisputed WWE Champion. Can the American Nightmare get another reign, or will John Cena continue his? Referee rings the bell. Here we go, and look at Cena coming right out of the gate into a pinfall. Could be a knockout blow, honestly. Takes the breath out of somebody, not expecting it. You just never know, as Cena and Rhodes going at it here. Obviously, we've seen a rivalry brew up between Cody and Cena. CM Punk and Brock Lesnar all getting involved, or not Brock Lesnar, pardon me, but Braun Breaker Braun Breaker reminds me a lot of the early stages of Brock Lesnar. That's why I brought him up. But certainly the rivalry between Braun Breaker, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, we've been seeing that brewing for months. Came to a head once again on Friday Night SmackDown in that tag team matchup. And now you're seeing it here in this singles matchup here for the undisputed WWE title. As Cena takes down Cody. Into the pinfall. Big time opportunity. We'll see if this is enough. No, just a 1 count. Into a big elbow right across the chest. Just trying to wrench in that headlock there. And now Cena. What is Mr. John Cena looking to do here? I thought maybe he was going to maybe looking for an attitude adjustment at that time, but nope, he's going to connect with a maneuver on the top rope there. And now Cena going to go high risk here. Cena, big elbow drop right across the neck area. That certainly is not going to feel too good. And now Cena from the second rope. Again, another one right to the neck area of Cody Rhodes. And now Cena feeling pretty good about himself. And I find it funny that Cena wears those socks that say rise above hate after what he does, at least ever since turning his back on the WWE Universe as a springboard kick to the face right there to Cena. But just like that, Cena was able to get up to his feet and exchange back and forth here with Cody Rhodes. And a belly-to-belly there to Cody Rhodes. Cena's been really feeling this top rope here. I have a feeling it might come back to bite him as it does right there. Cody Rhodes now going to look to capitalize, but he cannot. Back and forth between both men here. Oh, Cody with a cradle. Could you imagine Cena losing via a cradle here? 2. Did he get 2? No. Very close to a 2 though. And the question is from, both of these men, whoever happens to lose this matchup, do they happen to get into the Royal Rumble? Do they politic their way? At least Cena, does he politic his way in the Royal Rumble? For Cody, if he happens to lose this matchup, does he get himself into the Rumble? There's a lot of questions that we're going to get answers to briefly after what happens tonight. Obviously, it would not be 29 or 30 because Carmelo Hayes has 29 and Randy Orton has 30. Anything is possible. It's just John Cena getting his arm ripped out of the socket there from Cody Rhodes as he is getting his chest chopped right there. Cody Rhodes really wants to win this championship. Can he do it though? At least not yet, just a 1 count. Gonna have to continue to inflict some pain here on Mr. John Cena here. Off the ropes, big running knee right to the gut. Sometimes that's what you gotta do to keep John Cena off tabs here. And right now, oh goodness, this is not where you want to be if you're Cena. And luckily for him, able to roll out of that predicament. And look at Cena, nice power slam there. His offense has been a little different, obviously, ever since he decided to go to this other side of himself, to become a bad guy, or obviously a different guy that despises his fans. Here's a back suplex on the hardest part of the apron. And now this is where Cena could use the environment to his advantage here. But he won't be able to. It looks like as Rhodes with that roll through of that knee. And now Cody and Cena battle it out here at ringside. And we want to thank you guys so much for tuning in for this monumental Indianapolis Royal Rumble here tonight as Cody Rhodes looking for the pedigree to the outside. It's been a great night so far. New champions. We have a Royal Rumble winner and a Intercontinental champion in Becky Lynch. That's absolutely massive there. And we're going to be having in mere moments, going to be figuring out at the Royal Rumble here tonight who is winning the men's side of things. Like we mentioned, Becky Lynch, Women's Royal Rumble winner. We'll see who joins her tonight. And we'll be able to figure out and see from the men's side of things. We've already know from Monday Night Raw, Drew McIntyre is the World Heavyweight Champion. Who will be the champion for SmackDown? Shoulders are down, 2. Ooh, very close. Cody Rhodes is going to have to do some more work here. There's now Cody Rhodes on the apron here. Springboard. Oh, a glancing blow. I think more of his back hit his head there, but it was enough to do some kind of damage. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now here goes Cody Rhodes looking to go to work here. Oh, goodness, that knee was stiff. That was right below, I would say right below the actual nose of John Cena. And now Cena, oh wait, no, Cody trying to go for the crossroads. Cena had it well scouted. Wait a minute, Cena. Oh, I thought maybe Cena was thinking about the crossroads, but now Cena with an attitude adjustment out of nowhere. Oh, but there's a rope break, and you could clearly see there for a split second, Rhodes' foot was underneath the rope. And now look at Cena taking the top turnbuckle off, but he's taking too much time. And now Cody, well, maybe Cody would not be able to capitalize there as Cena was able to hit that crossbody. And referee doing the right thing, doing her job, trying to do that. No, he was trying to go with a low blow, gets busted wide open, and now Cody Rhodes is going to look to make him pay. It would have been a perfect opportunity to do what he was trying to do. He was trying to hit him a low blow while the referee was distracted. But Cena's still fighting even though he's busted wide open here. And now Cena hits Rhodes with a lovely knee strike. And now Cena setting up Cody, I believe. No, he's not. Thought maybe he's going to set up for a big time an attitude adjustment again, but Cena now with a frog splash there to Cody. And now Cena, what does he have to do to walk out victorious? Cena has Rhodes up here. Uh-oh, nope, wait, Cena, attitude adjustment. He flexes on Cody Rhodes. 1, 2, no, 2.5. Cody stays in it. And now Cody with a big time reversal. Key moment in this matchup. Cody Rhodes, he needs to get something going here. And now, talking about getting something going, Crossroads. Crossroads out of nowhere for Cody. New WWE champion. 2, no, 2.5. The matchup continues. And look at Rhodes going to work on that open wound on Cena's face. Might as well, it seems. And now again, Cena, I mean, it feels like for Cody Rhodes, the frustration brewing a little bit. He's trying to take that championship away. As now Cody looking for a release suplex. And that blood is just dripping down Cena's face, man. He's hit some very unconventional attitude adjustments here tonight. And now Cena again setting up Cody Rhodes. Let's see what he has in store. He's already hit 2 attitude adjustments. It wasn't enough to put him away then. Let's see if it's enough now as he connects with a back body drop. And now Cena from the second rope setting up Cody. Could this be enough? Cody, oh, gets hit with a flying DDT. That honestly could be enough, ladies and gentlemen. Pinfall. Referee is in position too. No. Very last second, look at Cena. He's looking right at her saying, count. He thought that was going to be enough. It wasn't. And now Cena going to get hit with these big-time punches. This is vintage Cody Rhodes from his father, Dusty Rhodes. And now Cody Rhodes with the advantage. Back and forth we go. Cody Rhodes going to go to the high-risk district. Cena rolling back into the ring, though. And oh, he misses the missile drop kick. It's going to cost him. And Cena, he is really bleeding, man. I didn't think that cut was that bad, but man, he is really brewing. And now Cena going to continue going back and forth with Cody Rhodes here. Cena, springboard, stunner there. Springboard stunner. We've seen him rarely use that maneuver, but it's been highly effective in his career. And now Cena with the STFU to Cody Rhodes. Will Cody have to tap? Middle of the ring. So Cody Rhodes has gone through a lot, and yes, Cody has to tap out. The reign of John Cena continues here in Universe Mode. This was a back and forth matchup between both men. The changing of the guard in this matchup, I thought, was when Cena took the top turnbuckle off in that top left-hand corner of where he was standing on there. and Cody and him were going at it. Cena went for the low blow, and Cody Rhodes gave him a hard-hitting knee, and he was busted wide open with Cena. And I thought it was going to go towards the favor of Cody Rhodes in this matchup, but we didn't get to see that. John Cena would hit multiple attitude adjustments in this matchup, and it was not enough. And Cena really had to dig down deep here tonight to put him away, and he made Cody Rhodes submit. Middle of that ring, busted open and everything. Cena is still the man on SmackDown. He is still the undisputed champion. And for John Cena, he lives up to never giving up. John Cena gets the job done once again, as you can tell from his face. But also John Cena, who does he face next along of the farewell tour?
The following contest is the Royal Rumble match. Now, the two superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order they drew. This will continue until all 30 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations occur when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will go on to face the champion of their choice at WrestleMania!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, the main event. The men's Royal Rumble win. Men's Royal Rumble winner does get to choose his title that he goes after, as Tyrese Halliburton from the Indiana Pacers. We do know at Survivor Series, we did have some NBA stars show up and some NBA Hall of Famers, but we get Tyrese Halliburton from the Indiana Pacers. We are here in Indianapolis, Indiana, so sporting that home team for the Indiana Pacers. We're going to see how Tyrese Halliburton, could you imagine, he already had a strong showing again, briefly, face off with Jalen Brunson at Survivor Series, but if he has a showing like what Naomi did to begin the Royal Rumble and make it that far like she did, could you imagine Tyrese Halliburton main eventing WrestleMania? That would be absolutely craziness. And could you imagine what Jalen Brunson's going to run into at number 2? Imagine him running into an Obafemi or a big dude, like a giant. Could you imagine what that could look like? And now, I should have figured. Number 2 from the New York Knicks, it is Jalen Brunson. So we're going to see these two go to work and go at it. I'll be very curious to see how this is going to turn out, though. Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton, the Indiana Pacers, and the New York Knicks going at it in the Royal Rumble. Obviously, in the NBA, they can't fight each other, but here in the WWE, anything is possible. And you get to see these two guys go at it. Maybe they can have a strong showing. We saw a strong showing briefly from the number 2 Zelina Vega earlier on tonight, but let's see how Tyrese Halliburton and Jalen Brunson fare. Yes, here we go. Tyrese Halliburton and Jalen Brunson kick off the men's Royal Rumble, and Brunson not wasting any time, coming right after Tyrese Halliburton. And you can see that wrestling background not coming into fruition right there. As both men just kind of throwing up stuff. Look at Brunson. Look at this maneuver. Nice sit-out powerbomb there. But he hurt himself in the moment there. We'll see who comes out at number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Who will join these two NBA players? As always, that's Shaquille O'Neal, the NBA legend himself. Shaquille O'Neal is here. Now we have 3 NBA bodies going at it. So, and for Shaquille O'Neal, he's been a part of so many different teams. From Los Angeles Lakers, Orlando Magic, Miami Heat, Phoenix Suns, Boston Celtics. I probably missed a couple in between there, but certainly Shaquille O'Neal, one of the most decorated centers of all time. Could have arguably be the best center of all time. Let's go ahead and see who is number 4 here. That's Omos, the Nigerian giant from NXT. Now Omos is here. Oh, goodness. Oh, now we got 2 big guys, and you could make an NBA team out of this. Honestly, you got 2 guards and 2 centers. One could be the power forward, one could be the center, I guess. But still, very interesting to say the least when it comes to what we're seeing right now. 2 big guys beating down on the smaller guys. And now let's go ahead and see who is number 5. Number 5, that is the Great Khali. Now, this is really a lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Holy mackerel. You got Great Khali, Omos, Shaquille O'Neal, and oh my goodness, man. I never think I'd see the day where you see something like this, but you're seeing it. Hey, the chance to main event WrestleMania, everything is on the line. Let's see if one of the NBA guys get eliminated here. Is Omos targeting, I believe that's Tyrese Halliburton. But Halliburton staying in the matchup, at least for the time being. And now, number 6. Oh, is that Gunther? That is Gunther in a suit. Gunther going to be wrestling in a suit today, it seems like. I'm very surprised. Gunther wrestling out here in a suit. I mean, maybe that's what Gunther needs to get off the slide here. After having a couple losses recently, as he gets hit with a running power slam from Shaquille O'Neal. As now, we're about to see number 7. Who is going to be number 7 and making his way down to the ring? It will be. It looks like it is the men's Intercontinental Champion Sheamus making his way down to that very ring. Let's see how he fares off against some of these bigger guys in this matchup. And Khali dealing with Tyrese Halliburton. Khali could be eliminated, and no. Khali's not going to allow that. And now Gunther is in trouble. I believe that is Shaquille O'Neal over there trying to eliminate him. Uh-oh, in a bad predicament, you could say, as now we wait to see who is number 8 in this matchup. I feel bad for whoever might be number 8 making his way down to the ring. Who is that? And it looks like that is Ricky Saints, ladies and gentlemen, from NXT. Big time opportunity here, and just like that, Jalen Bronson, very first man eliminated. He was number 2 in this matchup. And there go the New York Knicks like usual, unfortunately. And we'll see how this matchup continues as Tyrese Halliburton, I don't know if he's realized Jalen Bronson hasn't been eliminated, but this matchup continues. And now, look at Ricky Saints trying to deal with Shaquille O'Neal, trying to eliminate him, as I believe Tyrese Halliburton with a spear on Omos. That is crazy. Gunther now going after, I believe that was Khali, correct? Yep, right on our camera view here. And Khali not going to allow that to happen. And a vicious, neck breaker there to Sheamus. And misses the elbow strike on Sheamus. I don't know if he was taunting or if he was actually trying to hit that maneuver. As up next, let's go ahead and see who is number 9 in the Royal Rumble. Let's look at Khali, a 2-handed choke slam on Omos. Man, absolutely powerful, as it is the Yeet Man himself, Jey Uso, making his way down to the ring. A lot of big guys left in this matchup for Jey Uso to try and clear out of this matchup. Gunther just busted wide open from Jey Uso. Some snake eyes from Khali on the Shaq Daddy himself. And certainly, if you're Khali, and then you got to get rid of these fellow big guys. There's a chokeslam on Khali. I don't know how realistic that is, but hey, it happened. We saw it. It's bound to continue to happen. But these guys have to go after these bigger guys like Shaq, like Omos, like the great Khali. There's a code breaker. Down goes Sheamus. As this matchup continues, Shaq big time choke slam to Gunther there. Jey Uso might be about to be eliminated. He is not. Gunther could be eliminated, and he is. Shaq eliminates Gunther. Gunther having some bad luck as of late. We'll see if that ever changes. Big time choke slam from Omos. And now Jey Uso is eliminated as Ricky Saints though spears Shaq. That's a massive, really massive spear there. And Shaq might be getting eliminated. No, he's not. Ricky Saints gets eliminated by Shaq. Shaq ain't allowing that to happen. And now we have at least 3 big guys. Omos is trying to eliminate Shaq. Or no, pardon me, Omos is trying to eliminate Great Khali. And they were trying to eliminate Shaq, but running into some issues there. Shaq now trying to eliminate Sheamus here. And no, Sheamus is eliminated. And now you have Tyrese, you have Great Khali, Shaq, and Omos. 4 left at this opportune time. Let's see who is next in line. And Javon Evans from NXT making his way down to the very ring. We'll see how Javon Evans fares off, as obviously he's had some gripes with Omos. So we'll see how that fares as Omos gets taken out there briefly. And now Shaq gonna deal with Javon Evans. Oh no, this ain't good. Welcome to the Royal Rumble. Javon Evans gets eliminated just like that. And just wrong place, wrong time for Javon Evans. You've got 3 massive dudes. These guys might honestly get to the very end. As now, who is next in line? Who is that? Is that Bronson Reed? Yes, that is Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed is here. I couldn't really tell at first. Usually you see a lot of these guys in gear, but you know, some of them like to wear their attire. Maybe stuff gets changed real quick. Like, I don't know what exactly happens. As Tyrese throws Shaq into the corner, you got Omos and Bronson Reed going at it. And we're going to be figuring out who number 12 is in a matter of moments. And it looks like, yep, that is number 12. It is coming from the NXT brand. Whoop that Trick himself, Trick Williams. Trick Williams trying to pick up Omos, but probably not the best idea. As Great Khali chops Shaq down to size. Tyrese going after Bronson Reed. There's no way he's going to choke slam him. There's no way. Oh my goodness. Oh, Bronson Reed got lucky there, ladies and gentlemen. Tyrese Halliburton was trying to choke slam Bronson Reed, but luckily didn't work out in the favor. And now who is next? It looks like that is Rusev. It is Rusev Day here live here tonight on the Royal Rumble. Can it be Rusev Day, and can he main event WrestleMania? As now Rusev going right after Shaq, and Shaq did not take that too kindly. As, oh goodness, a one-handed, essentially almost like a choke slam, but just tossing him out the way. As Rusev was number 13, we're going to have number 14 coming here in just a matter of moments. As a wasteland type of maneuver there from Shaq. As Tyrese Halliburton, who was number 1, just gets eliminated. And now we have 2 big guys left, Shaq and Omos. Or no, 3 big guys, pardon me. As here comes Penta, the former European champion. There goes Omos now. Now we have 2 big guys left. Shaquille O'Neal and the Great Khali. And we're getting close to halfway through, ladies and gentlemen. Penta was 14. And number 15 will be coming out here in just a matter of moments as well. It's a nice maneuver there from Penta. Omos now, big choke slam. And oh goodness, nice springboard leg drop there. Shaquille O'Neal, can he stay in this matchup? Yes, he will momentarily. And now Khali with a one-handed. No, he's gonna throw Penta out the ring. Oh my goodness! What a gracious, massive maneuver there. And now Trick Williams gonna drop Bronson Reed. Those guys have a brief history. As who do we got here? Oh, Ilya Dragunov. He's coming out here in his suit. I'd like to know what the fascination with running in their casual attire, as Bronson Reed was eliminated. Shaq might be getting eliminated here in just a matter of moments. Maybe. No, he will not. So we still got two big guys, Great Khali and Shaq. And now Trick Williams trying to survive Rusev. Back and forth we go as we are officially halfway through the Royal Rumble matchup. Number 16 is the phenomenal AJ Styles of the Judgment Day. He did have a big win over Carmelo Hayes recently on SmackDown to really send a message. AJ Styles, he's had a certainly very interesting year. Went from doing essentially really nothing to, going at it with Finn Balor and company, and then having to join the Judgment Day, and just a bunch of stuff that AJ wasn't expecting. As Ilya Dragunov with a hard-hitting clothesline turned him inside out. As now number 17 is another member of the Judgment Day, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Now Dominic looking to survive Mr. Ilya Dragunov here. Uh-oh, Rusev is in trouble on the top of your screen there, and so is Ilya Dragunov. Number 18 is going to be coming up here very soon as well. Very curious to see what superstars are left. Is now Khali. Khali with a reverse choke slam takes down Styles. Dragunov with a nice maneuver there to Mysterio. And now, here comes Finn Balor. Finn Balor of the Judgment Day. In some casual attire as well, as he hits a Pele kick. This is all to go on to main event WrestleMania. AJ Styles and Finn Balor going at it. This is probably the one time Styles can actually get away with going after Finn Balor in the Royal Rumble. Is Shaq being the longest person in this matchup, being number 3 in this matchup, as now we're going to see number 19 is. Number 19 is the erratic, or no, it's the Punisher, Damian Priest. Damian Priest as well coming out here in some good old casual gear as well. And now Rusev going at with Finn Balor. Rusev not going to eliminate Finn Balor, it seems. As it seems like we got 3 amigos going at it. Finn Balor hitting a backbreaker, a backstabber of sorts. And now continues there with those massive 3 amigos. We got Damian Priest and Mysterio going at it. Everyone just beating the snot out of each other, as number 20 will be coming out very soon as Khali with a 2-handed choke slam. The longer this matchup goes, the more you have these big guys in this matchup, the longer that this is going to turn into trouble for this roster. And Dominic might get eliminated just for that, as no, Shaq was trying to eliminate him. Now Dominic going to try to eliminate Shaq. Rusev gets eliminated by the Great Khali. Unfortunately, no Rusev Day today. Wait, Dominic might be able to somehow do this. Can you imagine? Oh, I was going to say, very close as Priest and Balor continue to go at it. No love lost between them. Certainly Judgment Day. Now Styles going to send a message to Damian Priest right there. Mysterio from behind hits him with a vicious DDT. So we got ourselves some Judgment Day members. We got some a little bit of variety in the terms of some big guys. Ilya Dragunov, who lost his European Championship, but hey, a win tonight. Go on to main event WrestleMania. And Dominic swinging neck breaker there. Uh-oh, Priest is in trouble. Khali looking to make another elimination as a frog splash misses, but Styles didn't miss that, taking out the knee of Mr. Shaquille O'Neal. Uh-oh, Khali is finally eliminated. Now you only have one big guy to deal with. And now, who is next? It is Braun Breaker, former undisputed champion, former NXT champion. He is here. Now at belly to belly. He is the badass Braun Breaker, looking to have himself a moment tonight. Could certainly do it. Certainly you clear out the field. You gotta take out Shaq right now. This is the opportune time to do it. Damian Priest could not eliminate Styles. Styles stays in it. Mysterio hits a 619 on Braun Breaker. And now Priest is eliminated. Priest gets eliminated, and so does Ilya Dragunov. Breaker stays in this matchup momentarily. Mysterio going with an axe handle as well. This matchup is breaking down. And we still got plenty more to come. 21 is going to be coming out in just a matter of moments as well. Who is number 21? It is the United States Champion, L.A. Knight. Yeah. Can the Megastar get his Megastar moment? He believes he should be the top guy. A lot of guys believe they should be the top guy. But certainly the Megastar believes he's so close to being able to accomplish that. He is the current United States Champion. Very, very close though. As now Mysterio with a frog splash to Shaquille O'Neal. He is just dealing with blood. Finn Balor trying to eliminate his own partner, AJ Styles, part of the Judgment Day. Certainly Styles doesn't take that too kindly. As up next, you got Solo Sikoa. As Braun Breaker looking for a military press slam. Oh my goodness, what a maneuver there. As AJ Styles and Finn Balor continue to go at it. But now you got Solo Sikoa. He picked up a big win in a Battle Royal a couple weeks ago to earn this opportunity. Gets himself a good spot in this Royal Rumble matchup. Like I keep saying, you got to eliminate Shaq. The longer this matchup goes with Shaq in here, he's going to win this. No offense if Shaq wins this, but you know, certainly not all these guys want to do it. But now the card gets a very effective boost, you could say, as here comes the OTC. Roman Reigns, the new People's Champion, here on Monday Night Raw. And just like that, he eliminates Shaq. He has eliminated Shaq. All the big guys are having been eliminated. Roman Reigns was number 23 in this matchup. So we have a total of should be 7 other guys coming in this match. Obviously, Carmelo Hayes and Randy Orton being the last two. Snapmare take down from Roman Reigns. And AJ Styles gets eliminated there. Styles was thinking it was going to be him this year, but not this year, especially with the Judgment Day. They certainly wouldn't allow Styles to win that. And now look at Solo Sikoa wrenching in on the face and raking of the eyes. The OTC's got to be very, very careful. And just like that, he eliminates Dominic Mysterio. This card is going down quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Roman Reigns is coming through here, wrecking house, getting rid of Dom, getting rid of Shaquille O'Neal. And now, ooh, a BFT, blunt force trauma to Roman Reigns. Could LA Knight eliminate Roman? As next up, oh, you got Uncle Howdy of the Wyatt Sixes here. And he's targeting the Judgment Day. Oh, nice power maneuver now. Could you imagine Uncle Howdy winning this matchup, not only for the Wyatt Six, but doing it for Bray Wyatt? As Roman Reigns slips out of it and connects with a DDT. Uncle Howdy was number 24. Who is going to be 25? As we itch closer and closer, as Breaker looking to eliminate Roman Reigns. Solo Sikoa could be eliminated. Who is next? Mark Henry, the world's strongest man, is here. And oh no. As Roman Reigns eliminated, I believe that was Breaker and LA Knight eliminating the OTC. He's 25, we got 26 and 27 and 28 coming up here very soon. This matchup is breaking down, ladies and gentlemen. Who is coming up next? I'm just going to say this again. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's already been a hectic night from top to bottom. Who is next? Oh, we got CM Punk, I believe. Yes, that is CM Punk. CM Punk is here. Another man in his casual attire. It must be pretty chilly. I mean, we are in a stadium here in Indianapolis. Normally they have the stadium that we go to. It's usually closed. I believe it's Lucas Oil Stadium. But this is a whole different stadium that's open. So maybe they're a little cold. I guess I don't blame some of these guys. And now, who is next after CM Punk? Number 27. It's going to be... oh, it's Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, the man that lost just a little bit ago to John Cena. He is out here. He is looking for his spot to main event WrestleMania. maybe he's the one that gets to pick John Cena after losing tonight. As, oh goodness, what a powerful maneuver there from, I believe, was that CM Punk or LA Knight? I guess I should know just looking at it. But a world's strongest slammed the Braun Breaker. Nice reversal from LA Knight. Continuing to go at CM Punk over there, back and forth. And Breaker, is he going to be eliminated? Yes, he is. Breaker gets eliminated by Mark Henry. And with Cody Rhodes being in this matchup, we have a total of 3 guys left in this matchup, 28, 29, and 30. It's a nice neck breaker there. Takes down Solo Sikoa. Punk and Cody going at it. Obviously, there's history between those guys on SmackDown. LA Knight, Uncle Howdy going at it. Balor and Cody Rhodes as well. So much going on, and Sister Abigail right there to LA Knight. This is all to going on to main event WrestleMania. Who is it going to be? You know, Uncle Howdy. Oh my goodness, that it looked like that was more of like an awkward choke slam, but he sure as hell got all of it. And now a running power slam coming the way of CM Punk. Now LA Knight looking to work on the big man Mark Henry with another person making their way at number 28 as LA Knight, the megastar, is eliminated. No megastar win tonight. And oh my God, this man we have not seen in a good couple years, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar makes his WWE return here tonight. And wait, he could be eliminated by Punk, but he doesn't get eliminated. Brock Lesnar is here, and now we wait for Carmelo Hayes and Randy Orton, the very last 2 in this matchup. Lesnar might very well win this match. Oh, a pedigree though. Cody Rhodes hits the pedigree, and now we are starting to itch closer to the end of this match. Mark Henry eliminates Finn Balor very easy, and now you got Lesnar and Mark Henry going at it. Big suplex there. And now, meeting of the minds of Cody and CM Punk there. And a spinning solo right there to Punk. And Cody Rhodes setting his eyes on Brock Lesnar. But he shouldn't have, as Punk gets eliminated. No more best in the world, at least not tonight. Number 29, Carmelo Hayes, will be coming your way here briefly. Will it be him? Will it be him? Carmelo Hayes, big opportunity for him. We have 6 guys in this matchup right now. Solo Sikoa, trying to maybe try to eliminate him, but I guess not. Uncle Howdy and Brock going at it. And number 30, Randy Orton, will be out here very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen. That's world's strongest splash from Mark Henry. And now Cody looking to eliminate. Oh, I thought maybe he's going to try to toss him over. As now Mark Henry and Carmelo. Solo with a spike. A spike to Brock Lesnar. Someone just got eliminated, I believe. Yes, Carmelo Hayes, number 29, got eliminated. He said it was going to be his year, and it very well still could be, but he gets eliminated early. And number 30, the Viper, Randy Orton, is here. And now, I believe we have an elimination. Brock Lesnar gets eliminated. So you have 5 guys. You have Cody, Uncle Howdy, Mark Henry, Solo, and Randy. Something is going to have to give. It's a brutal powerbomb. There's super kick from Solo Sikoa. Who will it be, ladies and gentlemen? 5 dudes, 1 goal. Main event, WrestleMania. We have a new World Heavyweight Champion in Drew McIntyre, defeated Seth Rollins. And now we have John Cena, who is still the undisputed champion after retaining over Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, though, came in at number 27 as Uncle Howdy is eliminated. Now we are down to 4 as Cody's about to hit with a spike, and he's not, though. Cody Rhodes trying to go on to main event WrestleMania. It could be his year. Cody now going to target Mark Henry here. Big moment here. Now you got Randy and Cody going at it. A lot going on here. It's a big suplex there from Randy Orton. Obviously, the history between Cody and Randy is well known. And oh, wait a minute, Cody from behind. Oh, vicious DDT from behind. And now Cody gonna go right after Solo Sikoa. Gonna look for a pedigree, I believe, or a pile driver, but a reversal. Who is gonna go on to main event WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen? And look at American Nightmare with these punches. This is vintage Cody. Big tribute to his father there. And now Cody gonna go high risk. Big time elbow right across the chest. And if you're Cody, go after Solo. That's a big world's strongest slam there. And now Cody trying to eliminate Mark Henry. Big reversal from Mark though. I wouldn't go after Mark Henry, Cody. You might get eliminated easy. You might get double teamed. Cody Rhodes, is he going to be able to stay in this matchup? He's in a bad way. Cody Rhodes, is he going to be able to stay as a spinning solo? And Cody does stay. And now Mark Henry, hard Irish whip off the ropes. Big reversal. And now Solo looking for that Samoan spike. And now Mark Henry. Oh, Mark Henry stays. Mark Henry stays momentarily. Randy Orton now. Randy Orton's now eliminated. You got Mark Henry. You got Solo. You got Cody. Who is going to go on to WrestleMania? And now Solo in a bad spot. Cutter. And down goes Solo. And now you got Mark Henry and Cody Rhodes. Mark Henry just recently coming back to WWE, bringing the Hall of Pain back. And Cody Rhodes, he has dealt a lot this year, certainly having to deal with John Cena and CM Punk and Braun Breaker and everybody else along the way. Cody Rhodes wants to main event WrestleMania like anyone else. Is this Rhodes' moment? Cody Rhodes trying to pick up the big man. It is not easy, but Cody Rhodes, can he get him? He's almost halfway. Cody Rhodes. He's trying to. It's not easy for the big man, but Mark Henry, it looks like he's going to be able to get out of it. And he does. Oh, goodness. What a clubbing blow. Turning Cody Rhodes inside out. This might be Cody Rhodes' moment. No, he might be thrown out. No. See, Cody Rhodes still staying in it. He's going for a springboard, but bad timing by Cody. And now off the ropes into a world's strongest splash. Cody was trying to go for a springboard. Didn't work out in his favor. And now Mark Henry is going to make him pay. Mark Henry with the world's strongest slam. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Henry is going to go on to main event WrestleMania. If he tries to eliminate him, maybe Cody Rhodes, maybe. And Cody Rhodes is eliminated. And just like that, Mark Henry is going to WrestleMania. Mark Henry is going to get to pick either John Cena or Drew McIntyre. What a moment for this WWE all-time great. Mark Henry is going to WrestleMania.